just don't.
Hello, hello, hello. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay? I want to make sure that the mic is good. And happy Saturday to you all. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome again. Um, you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right now, so I appreciate that. Thank you. I see the thumbs up. Whew. Okay. Well, first off, how's your Saturday going? I hope you're having a good one. I am having a great Saturday. It's been a great week. Hello, Third Ward. Thank you for coming in. I see the thumbs up. Thank you. Smart ass, I see you over there in Twitch. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. And for anybody on the Twitch side, I haven't said hello to. If I missed you, I apologize, but charge it to my head, not my heart. All right. Um. Yeah, it's been a good few weeks. I will say that. Um. And I don't know if you guys can hear it. I have birds outside my window. They are loud as I don't know what, but I mean, it could be worse, right? Um. Anyways, what kind of trouble am I causing today? I don't cause trouble. What are you talking about? I am peace and positivity. Peace and love. Peace and love. Trouble. We'll get into trouble later. So yeah, I have the topic as you all can see. It's the pause explosion. And this topic was actually inspired by a stream done by Abba and Preach. I don't know if anybody watches them. You don't hear the birds? Good. Okay, that means that my headphones are doing what they should be doing. Good. Um, yeah, this stream was inspired by Abba and Preach. And I don't know if you guys watch them or if you're familiar with them, but I do watch them. I find them to be pretty funny, and they have a lot of good, interesting takes, and a lot of times. One of the things that they went over was basically the overusage of pause. And I noticed that a while ago. And so I feel like it's a conversation we could have that we could kind of dive into. Like, why? I feel like pause was the evolution of the no homo. And no homo was bad enough. And please don't flag me for this, YouTube guys. Like, I am not trying to be uh salacious. This is where we're at, all right? So yeah, now we have pause, right? And every time I listen to a panel or a channel and it's a group of men, you can't get through three sentences without pause. I'm like, damn, like what happened to regular conversation? What happened to normal human communication? Why is it that we're so focused on showing that we are not homosexuals that you come off even more homosexual? Like, and I get it, it's infectious because I even find myself sometimes like joking around it and hitting the pause. I'm like, whoa, back up. We're not doing that. So I started to do a little bit of research after watching their stream, and it looks like the pause epidemic explosion, however you want to phrase it, started with Dame Dash, or at least he's taking credit for it. There's a clip from 2001 on a channel called Bootleg Kev. I don't know who he is, but I came across him and trying to figure out where the hell did pause start. And Dame Dash is the one who is taking credit for inventing the phrase pause. So if you guys will bear with me a second here, I'd like to pull that up and just show a little bit of that. Hey, Miss Parker, thank you for coming through. I see you. Let's see. And then we want to share audio. And I'm going to full screen it if I can see. Okay, you're in the way. Full screen. Bam. Let's get that up here.
Hear it. Embrace it.
Pause.
Monetize
Oh
it.
God, that was
Hold
crazy.
on. Let me back up a little bit because I didn't pause it I didn't pause it in the right spot. Let's back it up a bit. And
If
this is
it's
fair
coming,
use.
why fear it? Embrace it.
Pause.
Monetize
Oh
it.
God, that was crazy.
Big pause. Big pause. Big pause alerts.
If it's
Big
coming,
pause
why fear it?
I got an
Pause.
interview on that one. I'm not
Oh
playing.
shit. Oh shit. Did you invent pause?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Don't play
I did not
yourself.
know this.
I'm the inventor.
So you are the inventor of pause?
My crew, the best out. We invented pause for sure. There's nobody could ever say that I didn't. Nah, that's all us. That came from my block. Period. My crew, best out.
What year was this? How far are we going
I
back?
don't remember years.
When did are we going to like 80? Obviously the 80s, early 90s?
Hey, Big J, I see you. Welcome in. I have to pause it. Now, listen. Now, I'm thinking about every time I say pause, and I'm saying it in a regular, normal, the capacity it's supposed to be used in, right? So right now, we're pausing the video because for fair use, we do have to have commentary in between, so we're not stealing content. I don't ever want to steal somebody else's content, first of all. But Dame Dash is claiming that he was the one who, him and his group, invented the pause that is so overly used now. And I just want you to think, this is a challenge for all the men who are in here and any men who come through on the playback. Just think about how often you insert an unnecessary pause when you're having conversation with people and just is it necessary? Do you really want that to be part of your vocabulary like that? Or is this just something you picked up and adapted because you were hearing it over and over as you were talking to different people? Like As King Troll Conceited said, dudes just followers. They can't even tell you why they're saying pause. Yeah, I feel like I like in my real life, I don't hear men say pause. I don't know anybody who really says it like that. Like it's only on the internet, but it's growing. It's out of control. It makes it hard, even as a woman, to sit there and listen to conversations. You guys will say something, and sex wasn't even on my mind. Whatever you were talking about, you could have just said, and we would just roll past it. But y'all throw that pause in there. Now we're thinking about it, right? Like it's just weird. It's a weird thing. Um, do I want to hear some more of this? Maybe a little bit
Yeah. Uh, no, nigga,
No.
bugging. That's when you found out about it. It was a secret society of no one knew about pause for like 20 years, bro. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, it be kids saying it. And I'd be like,
more. Pause. Okay. Can we? It was a secret society, so y'all were walking around pausing each other for 20 years before it made it to the internet. Okay. All right. Let's go.
you know, I invented that. They be like, hey, you tell me the rules. I'd be like, that's
My
funny.
son hits me with the pause at least
Well,
once a week.
Yeah. And also I made up the term fresh to death. I ain't gonna say that.
Listen,
Pop tags, I made that one up.
okay,
I'm the one that named Hova. I made that up.
Okay. So Dame Dash is clearly drinking right now. You know, I'm a let him slide on all these claims. You know, he does a lot of talking. I think we all know that. Yeah, right, exactly, smart ass. Yeah, okay, right, you did. Hey, cynical one, thank you for coming through. Thank you to everybody who's coming in. If you wouldn't mind, can you please hit the like button for me if you're on the YouTube side? And hey, Roast, I see you over there on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate the cheers. For all the people on Twitch, if you wouldn't mind dropping down, if you're in the clouds, can you just give me a comment on the Twitch side? Twitch is real particular about making sure you have enough commentators over there to get your monetization. Like, I don't even get it. But if you're in the clouds, touch down, say hi. I promise not to bite unless you're into that. Let's keep going.
I made that up.
what was the inspiration for the Hova?
It's Jehovah. It was
Yeah.
like, you know.
But pause. We gotta get back to the pause because this is more of the more
Don't get me
iconic.
canceled out here, bro.
I understand that it's probably not the most.
You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be offensive. It's always been a personal joke with my friends, and now the whole world does it. It's like, fuck, I can't even have a fucking personal joke.
You know, everyone
Like
says
literally,
pause.
people would ask me, I'd be like, I would never tell them what it meant ever. I'd be like, you have to figure it out. But no one knew it.
Oh my God, prop money. Why did you type that? Because as soon as I saw that, the first thing I thought of was ghetto. Now I can't unsee it. Why did you do that to me? Oh, okay.
What it meant.
Because if you say what it means,
All right, think about this. Just show a fucking clip of me in the history of any part of the world at any time that I didn't say pause.
were you saying pause?
Bro, don't understand. In Harlem, it don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter what you doing. If you slip, niggas are laughing. I do some dumb shit. It's like Instagram. Because I'm so like.
And ghetto, if you ever hear this playback, that was not a shot at you. Disclaimer.
You know.
Yeah.
So you catch me slipping, it's a celebration. Like I don't even think I lost a snap fight in like 100 years. You know what I'm saying?
Can you remember one of the more funniest like moments in pause history?
Yeah, the one with you just now. That was one of the funniest ones.
Because I feel like maybe you have like a like maybe you're hanging out with Bun B and Pimp C in 1998 and they don't know what it means.
You actually killed it. You got it. You won. You won.
Like
if somebody say, yo, what's the? I'm gonna say the time is the.
Like if you told Pimp C pause in '99, you gotta explain it to him.
You.
Okay.
Okay, let's get rid of this.
You asked for it.
I don't read the commercial. So yeah, And thank you, smartass. I see you over there. Thank you for the cheers. Much appreciated. Yeah. So the origins of pause right now lie in at the feet of Dame Dash. He is taking claim for it, and men all over the internet are pausing themselves to death. And I just want to, I just want to know why. Like, why do we do that? I mean, I understand why you say it, but I want to get to understand if you understand why you say it, why you say it so much. Like, y'all insert it in conversations where it's not necessary. And then, like I said, it seems like an evolution of the whole no homo thing, but it makes you, if I got to keep it 100, it seems like the only thing you're thinking about is gay shit. Because every time I turn around, you're pointing out something that wasn't gay to begin with, and you gayified it. And hey, Sock Passe, welcome in. Now let's see. There's one more thing that I wanted to go over. I referenced in the beginning Abba and Preach, and it was because they were the ones who inspired this stream with the no pause, the pause explosion. Because it's like everywhere. Y'all got it, y'all. It's everywhere, all over the internet right now. And so one of the things that they talked about in the live stream they did, which they have taken down, and they've gotten like clips right now up. One of the clips is from a few days ago. It says hip hop is gay and homophobic. And I did kind of want to listen to a little bit of this as well. And then I think I'm going to open up the panel, see if anybody wants to come up, and let's talk about it. Like I would prefer to hear like the men's point of view on it, but women are welcome to come up too. And I see I have some new people coming in. Hey, Flip Mode, thank you for coming through. Thank you for showing love. I appreciate the cheers. Very much so. Thank you. I see Frida Green came through. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. And then what's this? You've heard dudes pause things that they were saying they were doing with women. Now that's exactly why are you pausing with it? Like it's just it's almost like it's ingrained in you to have to prove how straight you are. You know how to prove how straight you are? Be straight. Like you don't have to keep saying, I'm not gay, I'm not gay, I'm not gay, I'm not gay. It seems very suspicious. I don't know if any of you guys know Charzay. Charzay is a subscriber here on YouTube, and she used to go on panels, and her favorite thing to say is, "Nigga, you gay," just like that. And I miss Charzay. I wish she was here right now so I could have her say that, or I had a clip of her saying that because it fits. Y'all don't have to say pause so much, Jesus. Okay, let me see. I have Jelly in the house. I'm not super straight. Well, you know what? Nothing wrong with that, Jelly. All right. And hello to everybody coming in. I appreciate all of you on the Twitch side. I appreciate you on the YouTube side. If you're on the YouTube side, please give me a like while you come in. Thank you very much. If you want to share out the stream, I would appreciate that as well to get some eyes on it. And maybe some more people will stop overusing pause. Okay, let us increase this. Why did it do that? That's not how I wanted it to show. Okay, there we go.
Questionable hip hop is. Hip hop is.
Can you guys hear this?
I love hip hop, right? But hip hop is the most.
Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear it?
Gay shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, why don't you want to party with me?
Okay,
party with me.
Calm down, Diddy.
It's your birthday.
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm gonna pause it. Pause. Can somebody tell me if you can? Oh, you know what? I see it looks low on my end. Low. Okay, got it. Thank you, Every. It's really low. Got it. Okay, let me rewind it. Abba and Preach. If this ever comes across you, don't strike me. We're just doing commentary. I'm not stealing your content.
Right, but hip hop is the most homophobic, gay shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, why don't you want to party with me?
Okay,
party with me.
Calm down, Diddy.
It's your birthday.
Calm down, calm down, Diddy.
I like the way
how you do
moving,
that, Daddy.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
I like the way you scraping and scrapping for shit, Daddy.
For them shit.
Now I I had to pause it there because that made me laugh. I'm sorry. Whew. I'm fighting the urge to say pause real bad. I am. Whew, okay. And thank you for the disclaimer, Flip Mode. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and show that. I appreciate that. I need to add that in. Disclaimer. Okay, let's get back to this. These men are funny to me.
Yeah,
No.
daddy.
Stop. Don't. Hey, stop. What I gathered a couple of questionable lyrics. Why you drink like what's your problem?
I just had to taste it.
Yeah.
I just drink a little bit.
Pause. Number one, there's a rapper named Cannabis.
Okay, so going along with the whole pause thing, right? What's happening is they're saying this is stemming from hip hop. Now we already just saw that Dame Dash is the one claiming that he invented pause. He put that out there. Him and his secret society of homeboys, follow me, have been using pause for 20 years before it hit the airways. I don't know about y'all, but them underground movements that start coming to, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. But what I'm a preacher going over right now is basically the questionable lyrics that have appeared throughout hip hop history and rap history. And we're even going to watch a little bit of a video. And damn, that one kind of like, I didn't see that coming. When they showed it, I didn't see it coming. But you'll see it in a minute what I'm talking about. And thank you, everybody, for coming through. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please hit the like button for us. Thank you so much.
And Cannabis in the song Second Round KO, which is already a pause name for a song. He said, "You might got more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga ass like me." What is that?
That's a bar.
That was definitely a pause. I I didn't know anything about. Oh, did you not see the lyrics? They showed the lyrics on screen. I left the comments up. Okay, it doesn't matter. You heard what he said. Hey, Lana, thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre Day Song is one of. Ooh, I'll have to see about that. I don't know. I'm not familiar. Okay, so I have a confession. I've been doing confessions lately. In case you guys haven't paid attention on my wall, I've been putting up like little confession. Here's another one. I don't listen to a lot of rap and hip hop. My friends constantly keep trying to snatch my black card for that. Y'all can't have it because I got that R&B down pat. But hey, boss lady, thank you for coming through. I'm gonna play some more of this now.
What is going on?
Hold on. You know what? Can we? Shit. You know what? Fuck it. Since we on this topic and you just inspired me, okay, let's just talk
To
about.
eat a nigga ass?
No. Because listen, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Don't look at my.
Sorry, I should have muted myself. I knew I was gonna laugh. Hey Panda, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you being here.
Screen, okay? Don't look at my screen. Tell me if this is part of the project, because I don't think it is, but it's important because this is weird. Okay, ready? That's one of my favorite rappers.
Oh, Beanie Siegel. It's Beanie Siegel.
Not a bullet in the box. They fully loaded.
Look at Beanie in the back.
So Beanie.
Okay, I need y'all to focus. I really want y'all to focus. I remember this video. I remember seeing this video. I do not remember seeing Beanie like this. Whew. Okay, focus.
He's the guy with the yellow bandana, all right? I could feel it in the air. All right, one of my favorite tracks.
Hey, buy lump and you fuck this world coming to make me want dump the ooze, run my whip off a cliff, take 100 blues, ooh, slip my wrist, throw the clip, put one in the groove, ooh, put one in my medulla, dangle it from the roof, ooh,
What was that? What was that? Oh, I feel like homie. I'm sorry. I'm too immature for this. Okay, we're back. I feel like homie got violated in more than one way with this video.
That's how I feel when you close to me like that. That's how I feel.
That's how you feel?
Nay, get back. And that with the hand on the shoulder and stuff. Ooh.
And maximum with black tails beating up. Used to couldn't keep it up. Now I can't keep it up. God forbid she keep the nut. I better flush it down the
Oh my God. Oh, okay. Listen. First of all, hold on. Where's my mouse? Yes, it definitely looked like he licked that man's earlobe. And did you see who is this rapper? I don't even know the guy rapping, but do you see how he's had to hold his composure and act like Beanie is not trying to slurp him up with syrup? Are you kidding me? You said don't do him like that. He did himself like that. That's not me. That's not us. He did himself like that, okay? And he's really zesty. Yeah, I didn't. Boss lady. Boss lady. I have never seen a man look at a man the way that this man is looking at a man right now. I've never seen it. SBK, thank you for coming through. I don't know if I said hello to you, but thank you and welcome in. And if you don't mind, drop your link. SBK he's a really dope content creator. I would like you to share your channel out. I appreciate you coming through. Y'all check him out. He has a great team of people over there. And I will be reaching out to him soon. Every bar kept, yeah, exactly. Too much eye contact. What did you just see? Oh, we're not done. But wait, there's more. We're not done. Giving it to his soul, yes. Oh, it did not age well. That is so true. Okay, all right, I'm caught up. And I've given myself enough time to calm down so I can stop laughing. Okay.
PDP.
What? Oh, to me, that's the most sus thing that's happened in this whole segment. That right there. Like the way he looking at him.
And no, he's resting his chin on his shoulder like this.
Some of y'all got like a history.
So I just want y'all to know, when I listen to a panel, when you guys are talking and it's pause, this is what I see. Y'all are Beanie Man with your chin on that nigga's with your chin on his shoulder. Take your chin off his shoulder, please. Unpause yourselves.
Like this, and y'all be talking about other people gay.
Yes.
I mean, like people say whatever they want. I'm just not in dudes. I'm not in bed with dudes. Like,
did y'all catch that fresh and fit stray? Myron in the bed with a man. Listen, I am not anti-gay people, anti-homosexuality. Let's compartmentalize that. I remember Preach have a thing going back and forth with Fresh and Fit, and Fresh and Fit called it stray right there. I wanted to point it out because I don't like Fresh and Fit, and I'm down with all the strays.
And if you want, but it's just weird how like the most homophobic people have the weirdest suspects.
Relationship with that shit.
Homies got one of them for your mother and another for your brother. And one.
Oh,
that's too close for comfort.
Right?
Didi is New Jack P.
What are you trying to smell?
Porn addiction turns high IQ men into silent underachievers. They're highly intelligent.
Oh, wait a minute. And so this is the commercial that comes up in the. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let it play so I can go ahead and just skip past it.
Always told they had so much potential, but behind closed doors,
I've never done that my whole life. Like
you just did twice now. Twice now.
Yeah, but as just to understand how weird that is.
Just boy being boy. Another lyric that I got is I see from 99 Problems. I got a bitch who's a man. What do you mean?
Okay. And this is why I'm opening the panel, because I need you hip hop heads, rap gods. I need all of y'all to come up here and explain some of this to me. I got a bitch who's a man. What do you mean by that? Because it only translates one way for me. There's no way that I can think about it that doesn't sound like it what it sounds like.
Bro. And I understand. Like, he's probably talking about a dude that acting in some
You
kind of
gotta
way.
say it like him. I got a bitch who a nigga with a big dick. You know, you gotta say it properly the way he meant it.
You know, because just like my man, what's his name? I Show Speed said, how can I be gay? My bitch is homophobic. Anyways, there's another dude from the Bay Area called Ray. Rest in peace.
Okay, I've heard that name before, but I don't know any of the lyrics from Mac Dre. So I'm gonna pause it here just so I can go through some more of these comments. And here's his channel. If you all could sub to him, I would appreciate that. The eyes don't lie. Man, he was piercing into his soul. I just know that, man. Okay, forgive me. Whoever you are, rapper guy, I'm going to say this because it's on my mind, but I feel like you got violated at some point. Between the beginning, the middle, or the end of that video shoot, something happened. And if you want to come tell your story, my platform is open for you to do it. Okay? Hey, Liberated, welcome in. Pause. It ain't meant for you women to understand. Listen. I need y'all to slow down on the pause, please. Pause the pause. It's weird. You're right. And Dame Dash is taking credit, so we're gonna call him the weirdo for this, okay? Let's get down some more. Yes, much love to you as well. Oh, you said Beanie's been the. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I don't want to put that label on men who have been to prison though. Like everybody ain't in. You know what? I don't know nothing. Let me shut up. Okay. Biggie has a whole video. Oh, okay. They don't. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, Irving. Biggie has a video where the main girl comes into the men's bathroom, stands at the urinal to take a pee, and then walks out. Her? And we all let that slide. I saw this video probably sometime last year. It never dawned on me. I mean, I was a kid when that song came out. So like watching it, it didn't click in my head like what was going on. But as an adult, a full grown adult woman, her? Yeah. Everybody, every dude goes to prison. Hey, thank you. Thank you, boss lady. That's what I wanted to say, but you know, it's not for me to say because I wasn't locked up with them. I just know a lot of them claim that they weren't doing it, and I'm gonna believe you. Whatever you know, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. It, whatever you believe, I believe with you. How about that? Big Papa, yes, yes. She was a Big Papa. What? Okay, let's go back.
But it's one of the songs called "Back in the Hood." Okay,
Wait,
he had a lyric that goes,
was it the one more?
"I need some hella bad." God damn.
Pause. Was it the One More Chance video? Did I mix it up? You know what? I have to go back and look at it. I can find it. I will post it as a short if I have to. But she absolutely stood next to those men and peed. I don't know a single woman who can do that.
I need to be free, steady dreaming about wrecking guts and cock, laying it on my bunk, busting nuts and socks.
How y'all let this slide? He said that was Mac Dre. How y'all let this slide? And I say y'all because I say I don't really listen to a lot of the rap music. Like I do more commercial rap. What's on the radio? Yeah. So I don't know if this song was on there. I don't know it. But how y'all let this slide? That was a real, yes. It was the One More Chance video. Looking at him, yeah. It was a real one. That would have been an early case of a real transsexual that just slipped right by us on TV and nobody said a word about. But apparently they all knew.
Guys, you can't be hating on the LGBTQ people and having lyrics like that is very questionable. Okay. There's another one that's called Chic Luch, a song called Good Love, starts bad. And
Starts
the
bad.
lyric goes, now I'm in the club, no VIP, I'm down low, where every last hoodlum be. I feel baby boy trying to ice grill me. Walk up to him, nice and polite, let him know it's real. Lift the shirt up light. I'ma let it off because I ain't trying to fight.
Okay, another confession. Here he goes. Back in my early 20s, if you're from Chicago, then you might know, hey, Prize, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. In my early, there's an area called Boys Town in Chicago, right? And it's on the north side, and basically it's where like all the gay people go to party, right? So girls go there a lot of times because they want to be able to dance in the clubs and not be accosted. Like you can just dance with your homegirls, dance with like the gay men. Nobody's really fooling with you like that. Like if you just want to go and just have a carefree time or whatever, right? So I went with some of my homegirls. I came in the club and we're just there, we dancing, whatever. All of a sudden I look over, I see two of the most thuggish niggas I've ever seen grinding on each other. And the club, it was a white club, like so like the area we were in, it was a white club. It was like a mixed group of girls that was there, and they were the only two black guys I saw in the place. And I swear to you, if you passed them on the street, you would have never guessed. You would have never guessed. And I think that was my first time getting exposed to thug love. Wait, I think I said that wrong. Anyways, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it was different. Okay. She said, "Oops." Because trans. Yeah. Well, I've heard a few different men. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to laugh at myself. Okay. I've heard a few different men in these spaces say that trans women look better than some of these real women. And so I guess they were down with it. Like, I have to question any man who says that. And that's no shot to the trans people or whatever. But like, you can never be a better me than me. Sorry. Um, let's keep going. They all knew because they've been in bed with him. Biggie was just brave enough. Yeah, Biggie was putting her out there. That was his girl. Prize, I did say hello to you. Have y'all seen the clip of Biggie laying in Puffy's chest and they were hugged up during it? I did not see that clip, but it can't be much different than Myron laid up, in bed with the boys in college. I'm guessing it's along the same vein. If you come across it, if you could tag me in it, I would like to see it. Cynical one. You gotta forgive me, SBK. Okay, I'm gonna move past that. So yeah, so I went to the store with my homies, right? Pause. Motherfucker, why? Steve Harvey, yeah, exactly. Why? Thugs be smashing boys. I learned that, boss lady. I learned that in my early 20s, and I was shocked and appalled, but I was grateful for the knowledge. Hello. Yeah, I did say it. I said it. I didn't mean to. It came out like that. Okay. And then there was a guy either on the Real World or Road Rules who was like that, black, and you would. I remember that. I know who you're talking about. Yes, I know exactly. He was. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I remember that. Sound like the Boondocks. The word pause is interpreted as. Yeah, basically that's how they're using it. Excuse me. The weirdest thing though is that what I've noticed in a trend with the English language is if we start misusing a word long enough, they will put it in the dictionary and it becomes part of like the lexicon now. And I'm worried about that. I do not want pause tainted. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have a hard time getting through this. I can already tell. All right, let's go.
The song Rockstar by NERD.
Whoa.
Yes, I got 2 by NERD. Guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's not a lyric I ever thought I'd hear a man say. Like, not a straight one. Like, if you gay, you gay, right? But like, these are men who are supposed to be straight, who are very much so, a lot of them homophobic in the way that they operate, the way that they move, their lyrics, the pause, the no homo. Like, what's happening?
I do not know what to tell you guys, but that's hip hop. The second song, Lap Dance. I dare a motherfucker that's come in my face. I really.
Okay. Now, okay. Unc be streaming. Thank you for coming through, Unc be streaming. Mela, I see you as well. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Okay, so how much do I want to say right now? That lyric might have been a bit of a reach. That one right there, because I could see that going both. I'm not gonna get through this. Boss lady, help me out here. Yes, I'm on Twitch and I'm also on YouTube. I'm in both platforms right now. So if you want to go over there and say hi on Twitch, I'd appreciate it. They won't let me get my monetization. Well, I'm monetized, but I can't collect any of the money because of the fact that I haven't had, I think they said 4 commentators at the same time over 4 streams in 1 month. It's a weird rule, but okay. Belmont, there you go. Panda. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Boys Town. Yeah. Panda knows. My Twitch link. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all gotta bear with me a moment because I don't have it outright saved. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. And my computer is slow. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's come through on both the Twitch side and the YouTube side. If you're over here with us on YouTube, would you mind giving us a like as you come through? I would greatly appreciate it. Where am I? Oh, I'm not logged in here. Okay, this is not what I want. Let's get out of there.
80s 2 and Silk Song.
Okay, I'm going to have to minimize this video for a second because I have Twitch loaded up behind the video. Go home. I need to get out of the creator dashboard. Let me go to my channel. Can I get back there? Thank you, Stock Buffet. Appreciate you posting it. You got to it before I could. Appreciate that. So if you guys wouldn't mind, anybody who has a Twitch, if you wouldn't mind following me on Twitch or commenting on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate that. That would help out the content, the channel a lot. You just got to go over, comment, and thank you for the cheers, boss lady. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, anybody who has a Twitch, if you wouldn't mind following me on Twitch or commenting on Twitch, I don't want to hear myself again. Anybody who has a Twitch, if you wouldn't mind. Okay. We don't need a double stream of me. Let me get back to, what did I do with Alpha and Preach? Is it here? Nope. Did I get away from it completely? Good, I didn't. Okay. So back to the video. Thank you, Prize. I appreciate you being over there. I see you. Oh. Well, why would you do that, Chaco? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. It's not my business, but I hear you. Let me see if I can copy it. I might have to do it from YouTube. Let's see. Can I click it? Yes, I can. Give me just a second. I'm gonna post it. Copied. And now we go back to YouTube and I'm going to paste it. Hopefully that pastes right. Okay, so that's for everybody who doesn't have Sock Passe blocked. Sorry, Sock Passe. Okay, let's go. I need you to go full screen, real full screen. Okay.
It's not just Diddy out there. It was Crazy Times. Ghostface Killer, you know, the one with the son, featuring Jadakiss, Run. So it's like a back and forth between Jadakiss and Jadakiss. Jadakiss goes, I might. Then Jadakiss goes, like that. That one? Ghostface goes, huh? Going in. Beanie Man, and I remember that Beanie Man song from 1992.
Going in almost took me out. Whew. I'm telling you, I am not mature enough for that. Okay, let's go. Thank you. I appreciate everybody over on Twitch, everybody coming through, dropping down. Thank you all a lot. I see you. I want to make sure. Can we get somebody to block out this social? This is a troll. And yeah, if we can get one of the mods, if I have a mod over there, can you block them out? Get them out of here. Let's see. You know what? That's a good point. He did point out a lot of New York rappers. And where was Diddy? New York. I'm sorry for anybody from New York. You got to blame them. Don't blame me.
And I was learning English at that time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, you know when 50 says, get the strap?
And he meant strap on, really. Pause. All that to say, Beanie Man in the song "Who Am I?" Sim Sima, who got the things to my, who got the keys to my bima?
Okay. I have to pause. I have to pause this right here because this was one of my favorite songs back in the day. This was one of my favorite songs back in the day, and I never heard it. I didn't know.
Who am I? The girls in Sugar. How can I make love to a fella?
Oh, commercial. See, this is why I have to get my Twitch money so I can pay for YouTube Premium.
In a rush. Pass me the keys to my truck.
Okay, I want to rewind just a bit.
Fellas, come quick.
Did I rewind too much?
Keys to my bima. Who am I? The girls in Sugar. How can I make love to a fella? In a rush. Pass me the keys to my truck.
Yeah, he knows that fellas.
I was so disturbed. Damn, I never noticed that. And I love that song. Loved it. Okay, let me go through some of these comments so I can get caught up. Diddy popped all them dudes. You know what? Conceited. It's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. I wouldn't put it past him. Everybody was going to the parties, and then all of a sudden, nobody knows what's going on. Okay. And Prop, I see you over there as well. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who went over to Twitch. That means a lot to me. You guys just don't know. It said, how in the world is a decent woman to deal with an indecent man? Huh? I don't understand. I mean, I understand your question, but I don't understand why you. I must have missed something. Did he been smashing men even back then? They just didn't expose him. I mean, it would have been career suicide if you did. He probably would have had you blackballed. they would have probably, sent some goons to your door. I could see a lot of reasons why you shut up. Especially, I know some of them probably was going gay so they get their careers off the ground or whatever. You know who? Yes, thank you. Okay, let's see. They reaching with some of this shit unless it's satire. No, how they reach? Which one? Which song are they reaching on? The only one I heard was about the coming in your face part. Like that was a reach. Cause never mind, we're gonna move past that too. Lord help us. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly what I needed in that moment. Lord help us all. Reggae music was very anti. My childhood is tainted too. With a man in a rush. I couldn't believe it. These dudes, not even American. Who can? Well, I mean, I don't know. We heard some Americans before. Ice T was on the list. Lana, okay. Zero, thank you for coming through. Thank you again to everybody who's come through on YouTube and on the Twitch side. I need you all to, if you're on the YouTube side, make sure to like the video. If you feel like sharing it, I would appreciate that as well. We're going to listen to some more of this, and then I'm going to open the panel because I would like the men to come up and explain, like break it down for me, because I'm seeing people are saying this is a reach and what have you, but I don't know about that.
Come quick.
And I'm the one that. What was that?
That's how fast some people.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. All right. There's Ti in Get Loose that says thinking
Ti is American.
Yeah, I like that. DMX and Party Up goes, all you men's up in jail before suck my dick.
But that's a New York thing. Sometimes you tell a dude, but you don't actually mean to actually literally do it. You're just saying that to be like, you. Right?
Yes, I understand
so
that.
Not that.
But even.
But no. When you use it in a context like that, all your men's have been to jail before. You meant that literally. That wasn't just like a diss. That was R.I.P. to DMX.
Because like some dudes might get up there and do it.
But the lingo of hip hop is really crazy because sometimes I be walking in the streets, right? And some of y'all people, you see me and you're happy to see me, right? But it's crazy how you approach me. And you're like, oh my God, preach. I can't believe this shit. I fuck with you hard. And that don't really sit well with me because I never consented to that.
Okay. Now listen, I'm guilty of saying that one. I am. I'm guilty of saying that one. But I never felt the need to hit a pause behind it because I knew what I was talking about and the people and or persons that I was talking to knew what I was talking about as well. So yeah, that's not necessarily a pause moment because we're on this. It's a black thing. You gotta know.
I like it when guys go, yo, shit, I'm a gangster in the streets. I pull the get out and I get these niggas wet.
Yes, I wet people.
Yeah, I mean, because they're basically shooting.
I mean,
so
you
blood,
could do. I mean,
dripping, and then sometimes a bit of cum. So, what's your thesis?
I don't have a thesis, but it's weird how we navigate with that stuff.
What you mean?
These my homies. These my riders.
Okay,
the people I ride with.
So
go ahead.
I think I.
Okay, now to be fair, Unc is correct. Some of this is a reach. I mean, I'm not going to say it's because they're not American. I mean, I'm not going to say that. But hold on, let me go start from the top before I come back to the bottom. I'm sorry if I'm behind y'all on some of these comments. I'm going to try and show as many as I can. R. Kelly kind of got exposed back then, but nobody really pushed the envelope of predators in the industry. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, but where there's money and power, there's silence. People can be bought and sold. They've been given top for a record deal. I believe that. I've seen even on YouTube some of these channels that do like documentaries and whatnot. I've seen some unknown rappers say that they got violated in a booth. Like they were trying to get their careers off the ground and got diddied. Damn, that's messed up. That's not a verb. Or he did it to himself. That's not me. That's not my fault. Now I've been preached not American. They're not real black. They are not hip hop. But these lyrics, even though they're not American, these lyrics are still questionable in American English. It's like uh, Atlanta took over. Yeah. Okay, hold on. It's always been there. They're just hiding in plain sight. Yep, in my face. Get the strap. Yeah, though. So some of this is a reach. What they're talking about right now is what when I paused it, pause. When I just paused it, that really was a reach. What they were talking about, yeah, some of this stuff like it's American colloquialism. Damn, I can't say that word right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't think about it either. But once you hear it, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's there. It's there now. And they're not American. You're right. They're not like us. We told Drake. We did say that. I'll say that's the reach when somebody say they fuck with you. That's true. Because I say that enough for me to say it. I claimed it's a reach. It's a reach. All right. Thank you. The come in my face was the context. Okay. Yes, you're correct. So there you have it. That was a bit of a reach. He stretched it when he said that part. I remember in New Orleans, dudes was calling each other little dead. Do we have to get in New Orleans and Lil Wayne and the whole kissing thing with Birdman? Are we gonna go there? Because that was the thing. I remember. I was there. I saw it. That was a whole thing. Lil Daddy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wayne's one. Yeah, I still like Wayne. Still like his music. Makes great music. I don't think he should have been kissing on Birdman though. It is a bit of a reach. Okay, we got that. Now they drug dudes. Bad deals. Yeah, taking bad deals. Only gay men do gay. Straight men, not straight men for record deals. I mean, I don't know. I'm not questioning you on that. You say it, I believe it. All right. We're just here to have a conversation. I'm trying to enlighten the people on the overusage of pause. Can we slow down on the pause? Years back, even giving birth, they didn't even know a name. Proceed now. Ooh. Okay. I know too many gay men that I've worked with around and had conversations in the Bay Area. It's quite fruity. Oh, okay. There's plenty of songs from the past with questionable, yeah, several channels break them down. Now listen, the beloved thing. Hold on. Are we pausing on beloved too? Are we? Alvin Preach don't understand the slang. But Unc, okay, all right. But Unc, I want you to come up. I especially want you to come up when I drop the link, all right? I'm gonna let you get all that off. Um, Wayne calling Birdman daddy. Y'all should have known it was something. I did. I did. It was that was a lot for me back then. But so you can't wait a minute. So beloved is out. Okay, let me go back to the video. You can't call another man beloved. Okay. All right, got it.
I don't even think a lot of these is like really gay, but in this context, it is sus. And because these people have made the standard for sus so bar low.
Yes.
And, so yeah, I think the main issue is that they've made this masculinity image of themselves so like I never that it's impossible to live up to, and a lot of them end up saying such.
When he says that part, you know what? When people like, I know black, I know Fighter has said that before over here. Like, I know black, I Dominican. When he said, I never gay, I know gay, that's what came in my head. I'm sorry.
100%. But Words in Hip Hop is going to be Jamaica. That's ever sure. Like they are on another level. You can't even. They're going to twist words. You know what I mean? Shout out my man Gallus in Paris, but he has a couple of skits about that when he's talking with his boy Mark, and then someone that walks in a Starbucks, and he said, "Yo, can I get a coffee? Yeah, with what? Can I have almond milk? No, sir. What you say? They want almond milk? No, almond, but because of the pronunciation, they really be like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know about this. Do I have any? Queen, are you in here? Queen Cascade? She's the only one I know of who has Jamaican history. Is this true? I don't know. I've been to Jamaica before. I know that they are very much so not about that life. Like another confession, story time. When I went to Jamaica, I had gotten down there and found out that like 2 days before, someone in another hotel was unalived for being caught gay over there. So when he says they don't play about that, he's very much serious. Like that person got macheted in the hotel, and I think like that was a lot. Anyways, moving past that.
There's a bit of irony, and this is like subjective because everyone's going to have their own idea of what a man is. But for a lot of these folks, like their idea of a man is like funny to me because they spend so much time being actually concerned with whether or not they look gay that they're so concerned with what other people think is like the opposite of manly for me. Carving your own way in the world and doing things your way, it's just like you're so captured ideologically by this idea. Beta.
Beta.
Right? Like, to me, that's weak.
How does it look?
And that's why folks were like, oh.
Okay, so I'm going to go through some more of the comments. We got to stop the video. I'm not trying to infringe on anybody's copyright. We're doing a review. I'm doing a review. I keep saying we, like there's more multiple personalities. How about that? Let's see. Birdman kisses boys. Yeah, he does. And he rubs his hand like Birdman when he does it. Words regularly used in this country confuse foreigners, and it has a completely different meaning to them. No Batsy Boy shit. That's right. They don't play that. They don't play that at all. Absolutely not. My husband definitely was not hearing it. Yeah, I believe it. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, because I mean, essentially I'm done. I don't need to show anymore. I think we got the concept well enough established of why we're here today, the pause. And I mean, it stems from Dame Dash, hip hop culture. And I just want to know from the men's point of view, like, do y'all think you might be overdoing it just a bit? Did you ever question yourself after saying a pause you didn't need to? Okay, I don't want to start it again. I think I just started it. I want to get this down. Let's remove it. And we can go ahead and stop the video. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's playing for me, so I'm pausing the video. And then let me get the link. And this is for both my people over there on Twitch and on YouTube. Everybody is welcome to come up. It's an open panel. I just have a few rules. It's going to be a respectful panel. We can agree to disagree. This is not a gender war channel. No gender banging here, please. And then paste. All right, so the link has been dropped on both sides over on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm going to get it pinned. Oh, can I pin it here? Pin the message. Message is pinned. All right, so yeah, we have it pinned. Okay, good to go. So let me go through some more of these comments. They definitely don't play about that. Not saying any that operate in that lifestyle, but Jamaicans as a whole ain't going with that shit. True. Ivan Preach used to say that racism black people in America, that the racism black people in America had to deal with on the regular were playing victim back then. Now, oh, I did not know that, but that's interesting. Okay. Nobody wants to hop on the panel. They scared. Are you guys scared to come up here and talk to me about this pause? I know you're not. I know you guys aren't. Listen, exactly. Y'all can't talk sports anymore. How is there? Listen, while we talk about pause, men slap men on the butt when they're playing sports. It's the only acceptable time to do that. If y'all can do that, y'all can come talk to me about this pause. That's all I'm saying. When they say "Little Daddy," I must have missed that one. That was a whole error. That was Louisiana though. That was a Louisiana thing. That wasn't, that wasn't us. They don't like us. Okay, let me see. Conceited. I'm gonna add you in. Welcome. Hello. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Candy? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. Yeah, this Paul stuff is out of hand. But then you was talking about the sports. But I don't know if you saw a couple weeks ago. And the crazy thing is, this is New York again. I don't know what's up with these New York cats. But did you see after the Knicks had won, I guess it's called an in-season cup or some tournament, and one of the players had reached and grabbed, and this I don't think he touched the cheek. He went closer inside, and like while they were celebrating in
I
the
know who
court
you're
in
talking
front of
about.
everybody.
I saw
Yeah,
it. I saw it.
it's crazy, man.
Was his name Jalen? Was the guy's name Jalen?
That was it was
Josh. Josh.
Yeah, it was Josh. I think it was Josh Hart had he was the one had did it to not did it to, but he was the one that had grabbed the touch or however you want to say it. Jalen Brunson, I think that's the dude's name.
Yes. I did see that, and then so that's not the first time I saw something suspect with players in the NBA. I don't know if you guys remember this, but before what is his name? I always forget his name. Royce is his baby mama. Why do I know
Oh,
that?
you talking about Dwight Howard? Yeah, Dwight Howard. Yeah, you talking about when he was sitting on the bench and he had grabbed the guy crotch. Yeah,
Yes. Oh my God. And they blew right past that. It wasn't until many years later that they finally started putting out all the trans and gay rumors, but he absolutely reached down and got a handful of that man's nuts. Couldn't believe it.
But it all has to do with this whole far as just the entertainment, because I mean sports is a form of entertainment, and then you got the movies and the musicians and everything. It's just part of what they get down with. And like I said, it all came out last year with the Diddy parties, and then all of a sudden, for 20 plus years, everybody in the industry talked about how Diddy threw the best parties. And then once it came out, and there were always whispers about what Diddy was involved with in these parties, and they were saying how it was separate rooms and everything. And then all last year, the same people who was raving about him throwing the best parties changed up and was like, well, I was gone by then. I left at 10 o'clock. I don't know what happened after 10 o'clock. And my whole thing I question is like, well, if you always knew that the parties got wild after 10, why would you even go to that party anyway? And not saying, I'm gonna just go for a couple hours. I'm like, nah, because I can understand this is the time when it get crazy, but that means that them crazy people were still there before hours, and crazy don't have a set time.
It sure doesn't. Sure does not. So yeah, I mean, I don't believe them. All of those people, while they thought they were doing some underground secret society, y'all can't get in. When it got exposed, everybody wanted to distance themselves from the knowledge and the activities. Oh, I didn't know. Oh yeah, they did that when I wasn't there. Yeah, okay. Until Diddy's videotapes come out, because that's really what I think he was doing. He got all y'all on tape.
He has them all on tape. So I mean, it just depends on who. It depends on who can pay enough money to keep their tapes from going out, and that's what I was talking about earlier. And it was like, you understand, how after all these years, and we've always heard about musicians getting done with getting railroaded with bad deals. How is it happening? But they say what happens is you go to a party or something, and somebody they offer you a drink and you drink it, and it's laced with something, and you get drugged, and then they end up doing stuff to you. And then when they offer you the contract, and you like, man, I'm not signing to this contract. No, man, like I need more money than this, so this contract doesn't work for me. And that's when they roll out the camera and play the tape, and then say, hey, either you sign the deal or we release this tape.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And now, what do you
people
do?
try
You
to
have a
say,
reputation.
yeah, and people try to say, oh, well, man, they wouldn't be able to do that. It was like, man, how many times before they always play the same thing, like they'll call the person crazy or say that they're on drugs. And it was like,
what's his
but then
name?
you realize
Orlando
that, like,
Brown?
Orlando Brown, yeah, Orlando Brown.
Yep.
And you hear some of the times you like, man, yeah, this dude is kind of crazy. Man, I seen an interview with this dude. I didn't even know he was married and had kids and a family. I seen him with his wife and kids, and this dude was doing an interview and seemed like a regular, normal dude. So I'm like, I don't know what it is.
My hypothesis on it, I think Orlando Brown got away with saying what he said because he plays crazy. Because as long as people take him as a cuckoo bird, then they're not going to look too much into what he's saying. But he's been out there telling for a long time.
Yeah,
I don't think that man is crazy. I think he's smart enough
the
to
girl
play.
who did the Jay-Z song, she had been exposing Jay-Z and Beyonce for a while. She did I forgot what it was, Song Cry. She had sang on that song. And then she's been doing interviews the past couple years talking about the different things that Jay-Z and Beyonce is involved with.
Do you see? Damn, Irby. Why did you have to do that one? Yes, I do remember. After the party, it's the after party. Then probably Chris. It didn't even dawn on me. Oh, Nick, if you are watching this, friend, that wasn't me. That was Irby. You blame him for that one. Twin, I see you. Welcome in. Thank you for coming through. But yeah, it's. Was it you who was saying that it's the New Yorkers? Like, I mean, anybody
Yeah,
from New York
hey,
out
look, I
there?
don't know what's up in New York, man. They always try to talk about like how Atlanta is and San Francisco and all this other stuff, but I'm like, I don't know, man. New York, man. I don't know, man. It's been going on for a while.
Is it still choppy? I have echo cancellation on. Let me check his. Is it still choppy right now? Is his audio good? Can you guys hear him? Can you speak?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You sound good to me. Is it choppy on your end?
Oh no, everything sounds fine on my end.
Okay. Let's see. We've been through some of these. Orlando definitely playing crazy so much. I think he believes his own act. That's true.
But then another person they tried to say was crazy was Cat Williams.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they said he was crazy and he was on drugs and everything, and I was like, all right, well, I guess what they do when you know what I'm saying, telling the truth, they call it crazy.
So, but see, the thing about Cat Williams was they played him crazy all the way up until the Shay Shay interview, or the interview that he did where he basically like
he called everything out.
Yeah. I think sometimes you just need the right platform for people to take you serious. And at the same time, I think didn't he have an issue like where he was going to jail for a bit? They were messing with Cat Williams for a while there.
He kept getting arrested, but he was never charged with anything. And it's almost now when you think about it, and it's crazy how when you look at hindsight, when you think about it now, it's like, okay, well, maybe they were always trying to like catch him slipping with something, but he was smart enough because, like I said, he's a smart guy when you like listen to him talk. Not just on the like comedy stuff, just having just regular conversation. He's a smart person. And so he knew like, hey, they trying to catch me up. Let me make sure I keep myself clean. That way I don't give them anything that could stick to him.
Right. I do like I've heard him do a few different interviews and I've seen like the story of Cat Williams' life. Like he's a very highly intelligent person. He gets discounted because he's a comedian, and especially when his humor sometimes like I just saw
But
the
if you
Wanda
hear
lady. What's the
a lot of
Wanda?
people talk about him, a lot of people, and I'm not even saying like comedians who are like who have made it and got their big break. I'm talking about comedians that's on the up, the come up. And I've heard countless comedians talk about how he's like helped them out and then either like help, you know what I'm saying, platform them and launch them into other things, or he helped like pay their way to get through certain things when they were kind of struggling while they were coming up. And I'm talking about, it's plenty of people I've heard say that about him. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say. Well, I think the only person is the dude Ali. I forgot what his name is. The guy from Texas. I think he had bad run-in with Cat Williams. But even then, that story is kind of questionable. But you're getting 2-3 different sides of the story.
Yeah. He said Cat Williams helped out a lot of people. I believe that. Like they come out and they say, I think he seems like a humble man. Like when he goes through and he's actually doing his what do they call it? Philanthropy. When he goes through and he's doing it, he's behind the scenes with it. But I like that about him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, oh, Tiff asks, what is this? What's the topic? The topic is pause being overused in conversations. These men get on these panels, and I swear sometimes when they're going back and forth, it's a pause fest. Pause, 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 pause. And it's like a lot of the time they don't even need to just let's just keep going. Just say whatever you have to say and keep going. But basically the premise is in the attempt to not sound gay, it's like gay is the only thing that you think about because every time I turn around, you're pausing on something that doesn't need to be paused. And this all stemmed from Abba and Preach Live that I was tuned into. I watched it and I was like, damn, he's right. Like this, it's been on my mind. It's something I had been thinking about, especially because now it's to the point where I felt like I was starting to say pause. And I'm like, hold on, what the fuck is happening? Like, oh no, we're not doing that. So I felt like it's something that we could talk about that needed to be addressed, especially because the men folk may not necessarily think about how much they say pause, but I want you to count it. Like just one day, count it out. Just see how many times in a conversation with another man you say something and the word pause comes up and not used in the typical sense. And just ask yourself, do you need to do that? Because I don't think you do. I miss the days when men just spoke like men. When they just had conversations. I never heard my dad, my granddad, or any of my uncles ever have to say a fucking pause ever. They just spoke.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I'm going through, I'm trying to get caught up on your comments. I appreciate everybody still over there on the Twitch side. Again, it's an open panel. Anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up if you want to contribute. Unc, where did you go? Unc be streaming, you was down there defending, and I wanted you to come up here and say your two piece. Let me read this song. Okay, you're talking directly to Tiff. Yes, I've been saying pause. Now I started off saying it trying to be funny, right? It was me being sarcastic, but eventually it started to be like for real, and I'm like, hold on, what's happening? Too much. I don't know if I'm listening to too many men online speak now or what, but yeah, I'm like, I'm all paused out.
But I mean, now I remember when it was more so guys would pause. I think it started off. It was like guys was pausing, other guys like, "Come on, dog! Like what you saying is kind of suspect." But now I feel as though when I hear people talking and you pausing yourself, so I was like, "Dude, what you said? Why are you pausing that? Why do you feel as though that deserve a pause?" And I've heard a guy say something like, "Oh yeah, me and this girl, we was hanging out. We had went to this restaurant, pause." And I was like, what was pause about that? One, you was with a woman, so why are you pausing that? And it was just y'all went to dinner. Like, even if you say, yo, you know what I'm saying, me and my homeboy was watching the game, pause. It was like, dude, y'all just watching the game. What were y'all doing watching the game that makes you pause it?
Exactly. They
what
pause
were
on
you
things
thinking
that
about
don't need to be
doing
paused.
watching the game that makes you pause it?
I'm just saying, the more you say no homo, it sounds homo. Like, and that's what pause is. It's an insertion. It's an evolution on it. I've said it a few times already in the live. The more you say no homo, it sounds homo. You don't need a pause every 5 seconds. Just talk. Welcome to the stage. We have Naira.
Pause. No. Okay. The way that the guy was just explaining it here, hello, that's weird. So he just was talking about his date and he said pause out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. You have several guys that's how they do. They just be talking about. They can be with their significant other. This is their girlfriend, wife, or whatever, and they would say something and then add pause to it. I'm like, yeah, well, you're doing that with a woman, so why is that pause?
Right. I thought pause was used in, like, for example, somebody said something like, "Oh, dang, what's a good example?"
And that's the crazy thing. We can't even come up with a good example of something that would be pause worthy because it's like, yeah, like.
Like, okay, I got one. Like, just say I was like, oh, I was taking a walk in the woods and I went into deep pause because maybe somebody might take it, the wrong way. But, yeah, they're definitely using pause in the wrong context. Oh, I do that.
Hey, nephew, I hear you. But yeah, the in too deep part, yeah, I can see that. That would be something somebody would say pause over. And I don't recall, you said Jay Prince told Themis to stop using the word penetrate. I think I'm gonna need some context on that one.
And I'm glad you said that word. That's what I was about to say. Have we gotten so dumbed down as a society that we can't get if I hear you say something, I can get the context of what you're saying and I know what you mean by it. Now, sometimes it might be some confusion, but I've never had a situation where it's been a misconfusion and it's been something that was homosexual. So I don't understand why these guys be so fixated on talking about the homosexual stuff.
It seems a lot of men are not secure in their masculinity or they're insecure about their sexuality. I could be wrong about that.
And then I said a lot of times, a lot of these dudes don't like women.
Yeah. Okay. It's now, yeah, exactly. Physically type, darn. Exactly. No pause. I'm gonna make no pause. So we're gonna have a no pause movement? That's what we're doing now, Liberated? Oh no. That's funny.
That's fighting fire with fire.
Funny. So yeah, I don't know. Like I hope this reaches all the ears. I can't tell you guys what to do. I would never even attempt to do so. I'm just trying to shine a little bit of a light on the whole pause thing and maybe make somebody think about it. Maybe you could say, we need pause rehab. Like, is there a pause rehab that we can go to where we can just dial it back a little bit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a 3-month program, a 3-week program. Can we get through like a 30-minute conversation without using the pause? Can we try that first?
I mean, but having a no pause movement, isn't that like, taking a little too far? Like I said, pause is a moment because I couldn't come up with a moment because it's like, it's not one that you plan. It really is like you're in a conversation or you hear something like, wait, pause. But it shouldn't be like, I don't know, like.
But why do we need, why? Okay. My question is, why is pause even necessary? Why do you, if you say something, because we used to say stuff and it wouldn't be it's only suspect after you think about it. It's like a replay button. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's what made it all of a sudden suspect in the moment. And now you hit a pause with it. But if you just kept going with the conversation would just flow.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that part. So is it mainly used when something's like inappropriate or just like a moment of, oh, wait a minute, that was like a moment. Not a moment, but
it used. I'm going to replay the Dame Dash part because I don't think you were here for that. I'll replay that in a little bit. But it used to be, it was used when someone said something that could be sexually suggestive, but wasn't intended to be that way, right?
Right.
Now, like Conceited said, they say pause like every other damn word. If you listen to some of these panels, like it's like a ping pong competition. Pause, 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 bing, 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 bing. That's what I'm hearing. I'm like, slow
Okay, so
down on
that's
the pause.
annoying.
Like it's annoying and it's interruptive and it's unnecessary. And it to me it takes away from the conversation. Like, and then again, as not that you should care what the outside world thinks of like the black community and the way that we communicate, but if I were an outsider and y'all are pause, 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 I think it looks y'all are trying too hard to look straight. And you don't need to do that.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
So
why you gotta try so hard? Like, that's to be a little suspicious. That's suspicious.
exactly. That's suspicious in my
That's
Cardi B
weird.
voice. That's suspicious. Welcome to the
Oh
stage.
my
We have
God.
Liberated,
That's
not Liberated, sorry, Zero. I'm sorry, I was looking at Liberated's
What's up? What's up,
comment.
boy?
It's Zero.
What's up?
hello.
Hello.
What's
Hey,
going on?
what's up, y'all?
I don't know why I was expecting Zero to be a woman. Okay. Hey. Oh no.
One thing I've been wanting.
I don't know. Zero sound like kind of feminine, so I'm like, I don't know what I was expecting. Hi, how you doing? My bad.
Zero is
Hey,
feminine. How you gonna assign a sex to a number?
No, just okay. Liberated Soul came
zero's a
back for
neutral
me. I thought he was a woman too
balance.
when I first interacted with him, just by the name. So I mean, I didn't really
No,
I didn't see the
zero is a
picture.
very neutral number. It's a zero.
No,
Welcome,
it
Zero.
is. It really is. But I don't know. I always seen that name, and for some reason, I always thought that was a woman. Sheesh. Just by the name, not even by the voice. Don't take it away.
I mean, I can't say that's not the first time somebody had thought that. I was like, okay, well, I said, you know, people, I guess people assume certain stuff, you can't help how it come out. So
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Come on up, Liberated. I see. Come on, so you trying to summon me? I sure am. I sure am. I'm
No,
peer
he be
pressuring and
camera
I'm using
shy.
all my black girl magic. Come on up.
Don't be
In fact,
shy.
I haven't
put
spoken
that
to you
good
in a
God,
while.
good guy, hallelujah, man.
So I saw you commenting in the chat. What do you think about it? Am I off base? Am I doing too much trying to tell the men to slow down on the pause?
Honestly, I forgot the word even existed until I see the street.
Really?
Yeah,
So you don't hear it?
I mean, I haven't heard it in a long time. But I guess it might just be who I hang around. So they probably don't use it, but I'm just probably not in the area where I'm not a group where they use pause a lot. So
Am I in the pause sector? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm in the pause sector? Ooh.
Probably.
Okay. Okay.
Probably pause. I always notice like when dudes start like the no homo stuff, it was like you were saying something gay, but you try to cover it up. I try to say no homo. It's like, nah, bro, nah. No, don't try to cover it up by trying to say that because that don't make you look good.
It doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. I'm loading up the Dame Dash video again because Dame Dash claims, I don't know if you were here at the time when I showed it, but that was the start of the content. And basically, Dame Dash has claimed that he was the one who brought pause to the community. It was him
Really?
and his group of people. Yeah, we're going to watch that again.
Oh Lord.
Let me load it up. Add to stage.
I think well, Dame Dash. I don't know if I would claim that.
That's what I was thinking. And then this is from a creator called Bootleg Kev. I don't know if anybody follows him, but I want to make sure he has proper credit for. I want to make sure he has proper credit for showing us who gave us the pause explosion, who led us to this point here. All right, I'm going to play it. Well, let me turn the volume up.
If it's coming, why fear it? Embrace it.
Pause.
Monetize
Oh
it.
God, that was crazy.
Big pause. Big pause. Big pause alerts. Big pause alerts.
I got an interview on that one. I'm not
Oh
playing.
shit. Oh shit.
And now I'm going to say it again. I blame prop money. Prop money, if you are still in here, this is your fault. I'm never going to unsee this. For anybody from the black sector, from the beef sector, from the Mo3 sector, does Dame Dash not remind you of ghetto intellect? I can't unsee it now, ghetto. I'm going to start calling you Dame every time I see you.
Did you invent pause?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I did not know this.
I'm the inventor.
So you were the inventor of pause?
My crew, the best out. We invented pause for sure. There's nobody could ever say that I didn't. No, that's all us. That came from my block. Period. My crew, best out.
What year was this? How far are we going back?
I don't remember years.
When did are we going to like 80? Obviously the 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
And I got to pause real quick I can.
Yeah, that nigga lying.
I want to say hello. I see Ashton came in. Hello, Ashton. Thank you for coming through. Who else came in? El Boogie, I see you. Welcome in.
El
If you guys can hit
Boogie.
the like button, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. He's gonna make some more wild claims, Dame Dash. I was wondering how high he was. How high are you on this? Like, y'all gotta listen. You gotta listen.
No, nigga.
No.
Bugging. That's when you found out about it. It was a secret society of no one knew about pause for like 20 years, bro. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, it'd be kids saying it. I'd be like, I invented that. They'd be like, hey, you did that.
So I'm gonna pause on that. He said it was a secret society of pausers. Hello.
Not a whole secret
Did
society.
you really say a secret society?
Hello. Okay, are we
Stop
listening?
the count.
See, I told you this nigga lying.
Yeah, secret society.
A
Secret
pause.
society
Wow.
of pausers.
Well, hold on. If that's the case, why didn't he trademark it and go ahead and get paid for it?
Right. That's what I was thinking.
And then look at this was a terrible freeze frame. I shouldn't have paused it there.
No,
Yeah.
that's a perfect.
Well, I think he's been drinking though, because his words sound kind of slurred.
I said that I thought he was drinking too. Somebody said he didn't have teeth in his mouth. So that's how we got
Oh,
together.
you know
I'm
what?
sorry.
That's right. I forgot he got the denture. So that's what it is.
Like, even the baby said that's count.
You tell me the rules. I'd be like, that's
My
funny.
son hits me with the pause at least once a week.
Yeah. And also I made up the term fresh to death. No, I ain't gonna say that.
Listen.
I pop tags, I made that one up.
Okay,
I'm the one that named Hova. I made that up.
What was the inspiration for the Hova?
It's Jehovah. It was
Yeah.
like,
But pause. We gotta get back to the pause because this is more of the more
don't get me
iconic.
canceled out here, bro.
I understand that it's probably not the most.
You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be offensive.
He's got to be drunk or high. You
Yeah, no,
knocking
he
the
got
weed
to be
over.
something. Yeah, he got. No, I think
You
he's
on
more so
something?
high.
You
I
knocking
think
the
he's high.
weed over. What's happening?
He on something. Yeah, he all over.
I'm starting to see why Jay-Z
came up with fresh to death.
That's
what
what
he's
he's
saying right
claiming.
now.
That's what he
Because
said.
I'm not trying to coin the term, not
Hey,
me, but the
man.
first time I heard somebody say that was Jermaine Dupri. I think like more so deaf. But come on now, like
Yeah.
that's some strong claims
Yeah,
he's
but
making.
Dame Dash, he's that uncle that just makes these lavish claims because you can't check him on it. You can't go back and fact check it. So, I mean, if he say it, then it's got to be right because you can't prove him wrong.
I mean, you know what? These are crazy, wild claims. I mean, that's like saying, what's her name? You're right. Who said he should have trademarked it? Like, I feel like Dame Dash always wants to tell us how we're bad business people. And
Yeah. About to, yeah. For him to have this business mindset, you created all this stuff that's taken off and haven't profited anything from it. Now you're trying to come and take credit for it. Come on, dog. It don't work that way.
See, this is why I can see why Jay-Z wanted to break apart from, because he was like, man, this nigga just is bullshit.
I don't know. That's another story right there. I don't know.
I'm sure there's more, but I kind of see some of why he wanted to leave.
But you can tell like they are two. They have opposite, like, you know what I'm saying, mentality. So I mean, I guess it kind of worked until they reached to the point where it's like, hey man, we got to go our separate ways now.
You want to drop me from my own panel? You can drop me from my own panel for $50. You sure can. Liberated. You sure? We accept all coins over here. You see the Cash App scrolling? I dropped with a quickness.
Man, I've never heard somebody say they want to drop somebody off their own panel.
Welcome in, Scholar. Dame struggles with drug addiction. He struggles with a lot, apparently.
Reality.
Reality is one of them.
He got a reality addiction.
You can't trademark a word. Yeah, I think Paris Hilton tried to do that with That's Hot. Didn't she try that?
No, well, I think it's the way you got to do it because Pat Riley had trademarked 3P. Yeah, I think he's got a trademark on something like the word 3P, or like, let's say if someone like when the Bulls had won, with Michael Jordan had won his first 3P, they tried to do it. And I think he had a trademark on it. And then even when Pete Carroll was at USC and they were going for their third championship, and then they had apparel that was saying 3Pete, but it was, his face and PETE. That's how they got around it. So it's ways you can trademark words, but I forgot how it got to do it. But that's the only word I know that's been trademarked is 3Pete.
Okay. I learned something new today. I did not know that. Definitely did not know that. Let me see. Reality deprived. Yes, he is reality deprived and drug fueled. Very much so. Pause. Oh, let's see. But pause been a word. Dame didn't invent it. Right. He didn't invent it, but he's saying he introduced the usage of it when.
Don't forget he created a secret society of pause.
Right. It was from the secret society of pausers. That alone is enough to make me want to stop. Like, I don't know about y'all, but hearing that it came from a secret society of men's that Dame Dash was included in might make you want to pause on pause.
I'm just wondering, like, what kind of greens they had to do, like, what kind of like secret codes they use in the pause, like, to do that, because I'm
the real question is how many homosexual conversations did y'all have to need to pull pause in?
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Like, I guess pause is the safe word. Is their safe word basically in a secret society?
It's got to be.
Yeah, it has to be. Because just like when, like I said, when I heard people say no homos, I was like, they're saying something that's gay. It's like they're trying to like say, oh, no homo, you know. Like, no, you said that. You're like, we're not finna smooth past that.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I just had a great idea. I am going to next week, from this show until my next show next Saturday. Please tune in next Saturday at 4. That's a plug. From now until next Saturday, for every stream that I watch, I'm going to take the name down of the stream, the content creator, and I'm going to count. I'm going to have a pause counter for as long as I'm in that stream watching how many times pause comes up, and I'm going to report back to you next week.
All right. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll do the same thing, Candy.
Thank you. That would be a great experiment, so we can see if I'm off base and it's being overused, or if it's not being overused and I'm off base, or if it really is. We'll get a little bit of a research behind it. Let's go.
Some people would make a drinking game out of that.
Oh, I'd be.
I don't know. You get it. Hey, you watch the right. You watch the right panel. You might be in the hospital for alcohol poisoning.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinking. First of all, so like, I'll be under the floor.
I don't know about that.
He said, "Did you say pull in pause or Pull Paul in. Listen, Liberated, you come up here. Come here. Come say hello, please.
But Ken, I didn't know you had Twitch.
Yes, I have a Twitch, and actually, that was inspired by a content creator out of the Mo3 sector, B-Way 357 B-Way. Came over to Twitch. Everybody started coming over, following and seeing like basically what he was able to build there, which was the inspiration for me actually starting up a Twitch channel and double streaming over there.
Yeah. Twitch is like a whole different atmosphere than like YouTube.
It's much easier to get monetized on Twitch than it is on YouTube. But I'm having a bit of a I have a few other steps that I have to finish before I can actually collect on the monetization. But I advise everybody thinks it's just for gaming. It's not just gaming. It's whatever you want it to be.
It started out for gaming. It started out with gaming, and then it just kind of just expanded later on. But yeah.
I'd say the only thing I like about both Twitch and Kick is like, man, it's too much stuff going on. And it's just a sensory overload for me looking at just all the different flashing colors and everything that's coming up. And I was like, no, I just need I'd rather have basic, just black and white and just look at everything like that.
I manage everything through StreamYard because I have my StreamYard connected to both. I haven't mastered being able to be as involved on the Twitch side as I am on the YouTube side. But I try to make sure that I'm not leaving my Twitch folks out because they are very supportive and I appreciate them for that. And Stockpaste asked, before you go, Stockpaste asked, can we count how many times y'all say pause tonight? Only if you do it with a shot. Every time I said pause or anybody else said pause, you gotta take a shot. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, like, I think when I did like Twitch stream, I haven't done any streaming in like, I don't think about like a year or two. But like when I did do like Twitch streaming, I think I used OBS to do it for the most part.
Mm-hmm. OBS is something that I want to learn it. I've heard of it and I've seen where people use it. I know Tiff uses it to do her like moving images when she's on streams, but I don't know enough about it. I would like to learn it. I think it's something I need to put on my
I would say get streaming at OBS because it's a lot easier because they'll have like descriptions of the functions like the regular OBS. It doesn't, you just have to figure it out. But like at least with streaming at OBS, you'll have an easier time figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely have to look into it because I've heard great things about it, and I like the way like when people are on the panels. I like when they have the moving images in and out. I think Rob B might be using OBS, and I think what's his name, Manosphere Algorithm. I think he's using it as well. I could be wrong about that.
Oh yeah, people are moving in and out with the screens and the music and all that.
And shot exactly. So Irby, you never hear women use pause like that because we typically don't. That's something men started.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've ever heard a woman like just say pause, whether like if it's a group of women talking or just a woman talking in general. I don't think I've ever heard a woman say pause. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's strictly most guys thing. I ain't gonna put it on all guys because I don't say that crap.
Yeah, no, I've only heard it in men's faces. I'm sorry. Say it again. No, go ahead. Say it again.
I rarely use it, but when I did use it, it was like when I heard something like outlet, look like, well, what you just say? Like, hold up. Yeah, I'd be like, pause. Hold on, what did you just say? Because that was something outlandish.
I don't know. Like I've never said pause. Now, if you say something and it's very questionable, I'm just gonna come out and hit you with the line like old boy from the Boondocks. If y'all familiar with that.
The one from the Boondocks.
Riley. What he be saying? Yeah, he be like, no, I'm saying. He said, nigga, you gay. And I'm just saying that straight. Yeah, I'm just going to come out and straight call you that instead of, because I'm saying, no, Paul. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just calling it out. Like, yo, this is what you are. Ain't no pause or nothing. I'm calling it out because this is what this is. But I'm not going to do that in every conversation because I know the context of what the individual is saying.
Right. And I mean, but usually what I was saying, like, hold on, we not gonna just smooth past that. Someone trying to sneak something by me. Like, hold on, we not gonna smooth past that. What did you just say?
Yeah, yeah, because you got some
like
slick people that are talking, try to slide something in a conversation. You like, whoa, no, go ahead and bring it back.
Like, hold on, no, right it back. What did you just say? I know you didn't just try to smooth past that and anything. We're gonna forget all about that. Hell no.
And I want to welcome Mela to the stage. Welcome, Mela.
Oh, thank you so much with your lovely, gorgeous self.
Well, thank you, Mela.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for exploring this explosion. I think
definitely explosion.
Yeah, I think where women fail is to not realize that when they are interested in a man, they pause to explore whether or not this man has been with another man. This is a concern for young women out there. There are many young women who are corrupted in their sexuality, just as well as men who are corrupted in their sexuality. I was wondering, how can we decipher who is pure? You know,
what is your definition of corrupted in sexuality? What does that mean?
You've been with other people you rather not speak about. Because there was a time that people were asking women their quote unquote body count. So now we are faced with women considering whether or not they should ask a man, what type of body count do you have? You know, it was always understood, well, men are going to frolic. They're going to do what they do. We have this allowance for men to be sexually explorative. But now, here comes the question, are they pausing in their background? And
I understand. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, are they pausing in their background?
Women need to start asking men, have you ever been bent? Is that what you're like in the TDJ stories?
Is that the thing that, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. No. I'm following what you're saying. I don't think it's never crossed my mind to ever have to ask that question, and it's disturbing now that I'm thinking about it.
You go out on a date and a man dares to ask you your body count, flip it on him. Well, have you ever paused?
I don't date men that ask my body count. I've never had that question asked to me in my real life ever. That's something that
neither have I. I've been exposed to these so-called channels, the tutelage of these channels and their tactics and talking points, as they say. And I find that people are rude out here. They're very, very disrespectful at least they intend to be disrespectful on first dates. That's the advice they're giving out to others. Like, ask her body count. Ask her body count. That it's like, that is kind of that's a very intrusive question, sir. It's like, what are you doing? But there are men for a very long time that advocate for men to insist that a woman confesses her body count. And so now here it is. We're in the pause moment. It's like, hold up, Jim Shoe. What's your pause count?
Are you trying to say that most of the pausers might be down low contributors? Is that what you're saying?
If I get the gist of what this live stream is saying, I get the gist that these are men that are not being upfront or forthright about their sexuality, the duality of their sexuality.
Not entirely. Okay, so the point of the live stream is that men will be in conversations. I don't know if you ever listen to panels, when especially when it's a panel full of men and they're going back and forth and they're talking or whatever. Somebody will say something, and then the next thing you know is pause, 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 and it's like if they say something even slightly that can be taken sexual or homosexual, they instantly insert an unnecessary pause instead of continuing with the conversation. Like it could have been meant one way, said one way, but then all of a sudden you add that pause in, and now we're all looking at it as something perverted or tainted or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that these men are gay. Say that again.
I heard that the other night where a group of guys on the panel were insisting on discussing homosexual proclivities. And they well, to me, appeared to be obsessed with continuing the discussion of homosexual proclivities. I didn't understand why that was such a heightened, excitatory topic for them. They just kept going on and on about it. It was weird.
I've noticed that more and more recently too. Guys being more open to discuss that. I was like, dude, why do you want to discuss this? Like, why is this a topic that you want to talk? Whether it's like behind closed doors or on the internet. So I've seen that on a few panels as well.
It's where somebody accuses somebody of being the G word gay, right? And they said, man, I don't appreciate that you accuse that brother of being the G word because, you know, that ruins his rep. That was the statement specifically. And okay, enough said. But no, they want to go on and on and on about the intricate details of what it is to be perceived the G word. And what did he say to make you think he was the G word? And they just went on and on. I said, are we really this obsessed about who, you know, this argument amongst men as to who can be perceived the G word? Like that's a thing? Okay.
I think that's kind of where the pause thing stems from. It's the I know what I said was questionable, but I'm not gay. To me, it's and I could completely be wrong. You all know I'm sorry, I have a mint. One of the things that I say pretty much every stream is I'm not an expert in anything. These are just my thoughts. We're here to have conversation, right? So I could be wrong about that, but to me, pause seems like an evolution of the no homo thing, and I feel like you don't need to straight men don't need to prove that they're straight unless you're doing gay shit, right? Having a
Wow.
conversation is not like that doesn't fall into the realm unless like Zero said it's really over the top. Then I can see a need for a pause. But now it's overused. You're pausing for things that don't need to be paused. And it's like once you overuse something, we become desensitized to it. It's just like when people call people the pedo word or a predator word. You're using it on the wrong people for the wrong reasons, become desensitized to it.
So it's salaciousness. They basically just they keep dragging it out because it brings attention to their channel.
No, I don't think that they're doing it to bring attention. I think this is just what happens online in some of these spaces, and I know it happens in real life. I know some men are saying it now in real, like everyday conversations, the pause thing, and I just feel like, do y'all ever question where you get these things from? That's why we went back to find out where did pause come from. Dame Dash is claiming the rights to pause. He said he invented it from a secret society. You ever think about like sometimes where you get words from that you just all of a sudden start using them? I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, but like, is there programming behind it? I don't know.
No, I
But
believe it is because if you say something enough and it becomes a chant, and then you can get the masses to chant that, then you can basically change what that is, and basically you program everybody so everybody's doing this chant, and then you reprogram it to that chant meaning something, and then going from there. I mean, it sounds crazy and far-fetched, but I totally believe that's how some of the stuff happens.
Yeah, it's not far-fetched. That's what programming is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard Mela, but I said I'm going to take the next week for every stream that I listen to. I'm going to take the content creator's name and I'm going to do not just their name, but the name, the stream name, and then I'm going to take account of how many times I hear pause come up, how many times it's used. And I tend to see that specifically more so on male dominated panels, or when there's a lot of men on the panel. Pause
I
comes up a
don't
lot.
understand why you find that to be a productive endeavor, though. I, if
Because
you could, if you could be so kind to explain why you would consider that a productive endeavor.
because I'd like them to stop using it so much.
You
There's
want
a
people
lot
to
of
stop using the word pause?
no, I want them to stop using the way they use it.
Well, no, I wouldn't say stop using. Just I would ask them like, well, why are you using it? Like
Ex-
you shouldn't say things unless you know why you're saying it or what's the meaning behind it. Just don't say it just to say it.
I was on the panel with a lawyer, or rather an attorney earlier. I'm not going to mention the channel, of course. What I'm saying is that um, she asserted her opinion and she made the humble mistake of using the word kinda repeatedly. And by boasting her credentials, I expected more of her than to use a word such as kinda. And I pointed it out to her. She got ferocious. She was
So
like, how dare you challenge me? Don't you know my credentials? And it was like, well, in accordance with your credentials, you're not going to use kinda to assert your opinion.
so
She got
it's not just the word though, Mela. I want to make sure that I'm clear. I want everybody to understand who's listening to me. It's not just the word pause. I don't have a personal vendetta against the word pause. It's about the meaning behind why pause is being used in regular. Why are black men so insecure that they can't have a conversation without needing to point out they're not gay? That's the point of why I'm saying this.
oh, well, because if I had a view, it would be the rumor has it all black men have been imprisoned and people get bent over in prison. And a lot of guys not only have to defend whether or not they've been incarcerated, but it also goes forward into the fact that they've been untouched. There that's a real thing. Like a black man on site is assumed that he's experienced an arrest. That's sad. There are people that are shocked that a black man that they encounter hasn't been arrested before. That's sad. That's why they're so defensive, in my humble opinion.
And see that is a stereo. See, this is why I do these things. Whew, I don't want that to be a stereotype for black men. I know so many black men who have never been to jail, and that's not to
The
shit on
stigma
anybody who has
exists.
been, but it's a crazy stigma. Like that's part of the problem right there. Like that's wild. That just blew my whole mind.
I did not
Whew,
hear any
touched my head.
opposition on this panel as to
Well, it's
whether or
only
not that stigma exists. That stigma exists amongst American black men, unfortunately. Um, it's as if, and I heard someone mention, it's as if black men are considered underclass until they prove and demonstrate that they're not. Unfortunately, I know a board certified physician. When he went to assist another clinic, they thought he was the janitor. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Their skin color unfortunately has stigma attached to it, and that's why they're so defensive.
well, I don't. Oh man, that just got real layered for me. Um, First of all, I know plenty. I know more black men who have never been to jail than I know ones that have. I'll put it that way. So I hate that stigma that is on them. And it's unfortunate because I have heard men in some of these spaces say that no one wants to be the educated lame. Everybody wants to be the street dude. Everybody feels like bragging on like your rap sheet gives you street cred. Everybody wants to be hard and a gangster and blah 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 blah. And that's like what gives you validity as a black man. And I hate that. I hate that for us. I hate that for them. Like, but I'm not the one who has to protect your image. That's an image that the black men are gonna have to protect. I'm just here to point it out. Like again, I don't even want to put the stigma out there or say that all men who have been to jail have had sex with other men. I don't know that to be true. I know that that has been like a thing, a rumor. They love putting that on the TV shows and in movies and whatever. That's for the men who have been to jail to clear up. I can't do it for you. I ain't been there. But I will say that Jesus, like I'm thrown right now. I'm thrown. Conceited, what do you think?
I mean, like I said, I don't even know, like, kind of where to start with that, because I think some guys, it's like you can't have things both ways, where guys will. I'm trying to see. Like they'll be focused on, let's say, the street activities and all that, like having this like quote unquote street cred. But then when having that type of street cred goes against you when you want to do certain things and you want to grow, and then it's like now you basically stunted your own growth, or you basically hustle backwards because you wanted to have an image. But now this image is going to stop you from doing something, and then that's when guys will complain about everything is against them and it's the system and everything. Well, it's like, yo, you played into the system and end up getting played.
Exactly. I think that's so, because even like sometimes I hear people even like go at Jay-Z and like it's of course white society that I've heard. Oh, but he was a drug dealer. Like when they brag on the fact
Well,
that
I always do that as well. I always like to bring that up as well with him.
You do?
Yeah, I do, because like when people try to make it seem like, okay, well, he's this like businessman, he did this and that, and I'm like, well, how did he get his start? And then they try to go to like, well, he was on saying rapping and had the clothing company. I was like, no, you have to go to the origin of how he actually got his start. So I was like, so unless you're telling everybody to go out there and sell drugs, and if you sell drugs, you can then become possibly a billionaire, then it's like he's not someone that people should model after.
But what about the 444 album? Like, even though he started out as a drug dealer and that's how he got his start, if you listen to his lyrics, Jay-Z isn't like he's teaching you how to do it without going the route he did. He's teaching the smart way. Like, I just reviewed a song. Well, I didn't say review. I played a song last week at the beginning of my stream where he was giving out like how the J people do it, and this is how we should go about it. Like, what do you think about that? Even though he might have had
but also now I'll tell you, it's always easier for someone who's like he's gotten there, but the way he's telling people to go about it is not the way he went about it. And that's some of the things I have against, like when you have successful people and then they want to like kind of sell consultations or like give advice. And then it's like, but you're giving people advice for something that you didn't do. This isn't how you became the person you became, but you're giving somebody else a different blueprint. And I feel that's kind of disingenuous.
But do we discount that though? Because okay, follow me with this analogy, right? You go to a new area, it's a mountain. You're the first person there. You got a truck and dig your way through. You get to the top of the mountain. By the time you get to the top of the mountain, you find out they're building a road which came straight up the mountain. That road is the shortcut. You didn't know anything about that road. You fought your way through the bush, chopping stuff down to get to the top of the mountain. Now you see as people trying to come behind you. Instead of telling them to take the hard road that you took, you say, hey, there's a paved road over there. And I didn't learn after I got to the top. that you could have took that paved road, and I think you should do that instead of going the route I went. Do we discount people for getting the knowledge and then coming back to tell us, hey, I did it this way, wasn't necessarily the best way. Here is a better way. Even if they didn't do it, they may know enough people who they are now in league with who did do it that way that they can attest to. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, that right there. No, I'm not different because
hold on. Your audio is breaking up. Your audio is breaking up real bad, and I want to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you keep talking?
Yeah. Okay. I'm saying, like, I speak from experience with that because I know things that I did to start some of the adventures I've gotten into. Then it's like, if anybody else want to get into, I wouldn't tell them to start like I did because things change over time. But it's like, but also I like to tell people as well, like, if someone comes to me for some type of, and then they ask me, hey, well, what did you do? And I'll say, hey, this is what I did. However, now these are the ways that you should try it. But then everybody else should. I mean, you should always try to do things your own way, because if you try to mimic or follow directly in somebody else's footsteps, then like you're hurting yourself, because then like the missteps that they had may not be the same for you. So that's why you just always kind of go on your own path, even if you don't need a little guidance.
That makes sense. I see what you're saying with that. Mella, what do you think?
I think he's right. Everything he said, I find no lie in it.
Okay. So does that take away from the success that Jay-Z has had now? Like, because he had the start that he did with Street Money, does that now mean that the success is diminished because of it?
No, I know. I would never take away somebody's success. But let's say that's the same as for, let's say if somebody was their dad was the VP of this Fortune 500 company or CEO of this company. So then you growing up and you'll have people in college knowing that, hey, well, once I graduate, I already got this right here. And then eventually they get into different roles. And then let's say 10, 15 years go by and you see that person's successful, but then like the way they got it wouldn't be the same for somebody that didn't have the connections for us having a dad that was there. So that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't diminish that person's success, but I still would look at it like, okay, it's not weighted the same.
Not weighted the same. Okay.
Do you understand what he's saying by that? You understand?
I mean, I do. Okay. I get it. I understand what he's saying. I do. It still makes me scratch my head, so I understand what he's saying. I'm gonna need to process that to see if I agree. Hold on one second.
If Michael Jackson was given a consultation about how to be as successful as he is, God rest his soul, he's not going to say, you need to get your ass whooped with your little brothers. He's not going to say that, right? Yeah. He's going to say, you have to exercise discipline. You have to practice every day. You have to do this. And he's not going to talk about the spark of initiative that brought that on. Jay-Z had a spark of initiative that he's not including in his narrative to get where he is. There's a spark of initiative that's a hard pill to swallow. You know, that makes someone like a Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z didn't just wake up one day and be like, I'm going to look for some consults about how I could be. He know there is a seed planted of origin from something that a lot of us wouldn't want to go through. And he won't reveal that. What he will reveal is item by item, step by step. This is how it came out, as opposed to this is how I began. Now, he'll tell you he was a drug dealer. Of course he will. He'll tell you I had to beat that block. Now I bees the block. Of course he will. But what he won't tell you is what hunger feels like, what scared feels like, what being beat down feels like. He won't tell you the feel like, he'll tell you the get to. And that's what the difference is. The feel like that it takes to the get to are two different components. And that's what I'm understanding.
I
Sorry
have a
if I'm
question.
preaching.
I have a question that I wish if I ever got the opportunity to have a conversation with Jay-Z, I would only ask him one question. And the one question would be, if you could go back and do it again, now that you have this information, the jewels that you've been dropping since you became rich and you've been trying to put people on, if you had that knowledge at the time when you had the choice to become a drug dealer or not, would you have followed your own advice that you are giving now? Or would you have still gone the route of the drug game? That's what I
Yo,
want to
that's
know
a,
from him.
yo, yeah, hey, that's a deep question right there.
That's interesting. It reminds me, and I know I sound selfish saying this, it reminds me of the best decision I ever made in my life in joining the Air Force. Would I do it over again? And if so, what would be different? Yeah, there are things that I would have done differently. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know him from a can of paint. I just know his fame. I bet you there are some things he wish he had avoided, knowing that he knows what he knows now.
Jay-Z, if this ever makes it to your ears, you ever feel like explaining that in an interview for us one day? I would like to know. I genuinely would like to know that. If you could go back and do it all over again with the knowledge you have now, would you still have gone the drug route? Or would
That
you
would be
follow your own advice?
that would viral into the stratosphere. That would, yeah.
Throwing it out there. Okay, let me get to some of these comments. And you guys
Let
can
it be
continue to talk. I
done.
want to get caught up on the comments because I haven't shown. And Beige, Lives Matter. Thank you for coming in. I missed you earlier. Thank you. So I'm going through them now. Let me see. Let's say this. Jay-Z's message is better than Dame Dash calling people dumb and a boss. You know what? And that's true. As much as we may, find fault with Jay-Z for how he came up, at least he's not telling all black people they're dumb because we aren't all business owners. I think
Yeah, I mean,
that was.
and I hate when like black people say it's like, yo, it's crazy, like, because if everybody's a business owner, who's gonna run your business? So you need workers. It's like, yo, it's yin and yang.
It's not possible for everybody to be a business owner. You're exactly right. It would create an imbalance. And then here's the thing. If you've never run a business, you really don't know what it takes. So many people jump out there to go start a business, have no business sense, have no business plan. They've never ran anything in their lives, and then they wonder why they fail. There's no planning. It's just a great idea that dies on arrival in a lot of times.
Most people don't realize when you run a business. No, go ahead.
It's just a great idea. You're right.
So the problem is, in order to be a good business person, you still have to learn. You have to be a learned person. You have to, and I'm not saying necessarily from school, but there are programs in your area that will teach you how to do certain things to create a good business model and to run it successfully. You got to know QuickBooks. You got to know there's a lot. Like, I mean, not necessarily QuickBooks, but accounting. Like, there's a lot that goes into it that people don't even consider. And so for Dame Dash to put that on black people, like you're a failure as a man or a failure as a woman, if you aren't a business owner, everybody don't want that stress. A lot of business owners never get time off. They are 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so when they do take a day off, they treat that precious because that's money lost. Where you or I, if we are off work, we get paid. It's PTO. A business owner, when they are off work, doesn't get paid if they don't have residual income coming in. Your money needs to be making money in the sleep. That's the part that Dame Dash wasn't really talking about. So
Yeah,
I
but
think
then
that it's
also people
really,
don't think they don't know about like far as business owner. Then it's like once you're a business owner and then you have employees and you got people underneath you, now it's like you consciously have to like you take on everything that they got going on, and then also you don't want things to fail because now not only do you have your stuff and your family, you have other people's families and well-being that's kind of like you are like not in control of, but you kind of like help out other families as well. So it's like that just that added stress at times.
yeah, it's a lot to it. And so everybody doesn't have the mental capacity to be a business owner. Do I believe most people have the ability to learn? Yes, but coming out the gate running, no. Which is why so many, and then even if you do have a great business model, great business plan, they tell you a lot of these businesses fail within the first 5 years. You have to have the wherewithal to keep going to start another business. I don't know. I just feel like Dame Dash was irresponsible with that messaging, and that's why so many people kind of like disregarded it because it's like, bruh, what are you talking about? You sound dumb. Okay, we're going through some of these comments. Okay, I'm trying to stay away from y'all's like back and forth personal comments. Okay. And then let's see. I think we can be programmed to be both. We can start out as workers and then later aspire to be a business owner or at least self-employed. Top invest.
Yeah,
Yes, I do
I
believe
can
that.
agree with that.
I do believe that. Reyes, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming through. Okay, so I can take Dame down. We're done with Dame. Dame did his job in providing some of the content here. So I don't
Well,
know. What do you guys think?
I want to say shout out to our brothers and sisters in attendance and stay tuned. Be sure to like,
Yeah,
subscribe, and share, and donate
thank
if
you
you
for that.
can.
Thank you for that, Mela. I appreciate that. For anybody who's in here, if you can hit the like button for us, I appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who went over to Twitch. Choco Kitty, I appreciate you being over there for me. It's really going to help to get the Twitch channel up and popping. Erica, thank you for coming through, Erica Loves. Appreciate that. Thank you for the cheers. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the content so far, like what we've been talking about this evening. Um, it was meant to be humorous, but it was also meant to make you think. Are you over pausing? Are you over using the word pause? And do you know why you're using it? Because my whole point is it doesn't make you look less gay. It makes you look more gay. Slow down.
You know
And let's
what?
see.
Are we okay? I don't know how to express this. Are we as women? How can I put this? Do we as women have the right to
Maybe,
assert what it
maybe
is to
not.
be a man?
Oh man, hey yo, hey you! It's like you was reading my mind because I was thinking about
Because
the exact same
a
thing.
lot of us as women, we want to talk about, well, a man would do this and a man would do that. It's like, really, when you think about it, biologically speaking, only men know what men do. Just like
Well,
men
see,
don't know the sensitivities of a vagina. We don't know the
well,
hardship of a penis. We don't
so
know.
you're correct. I never want to act like I can speak for a man. However, this stream was inspired by men. Men were the ones who first brought this forth and said, "Hey, y'all are doing too much with pause. You over." And I thought about it. I said, "You're right. Like I've been hearing it a lot more, and I wanted it. I wanted to bring it to my audience. So I credited them. I showed the video. We reviewed some of the video, but it was men who first brought up the idea of slowing down on the pause. And I just wanted to bring it here so we could have a conversation about it. I'm not trying to tell men what to do. I'm trying to shine a light on it and make you think for yourselves.
Oh,
It
okay.
may not stop a thing. It may not stop a thing. Okay, so I want to first say, I am not one of those people who wants to silence your voice. I am not one of those people who wants to police you. That's why I run the panels the way that I do. I want people to be able to get off what they want to get off. If you have an opposing opinion, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to call you a name for it. I'm not going to degrade you for it. Like, That's not this space. So we're here just to have conversation about it. If you walk away and you still say pause, you still say pause. I'm not gonna whoop you for it. I'm not your daddy. You know what I mean? So I'm perfectly okay with any disagreement as long as it's respectful. We're good.
Amen.
So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted men to think because like as a viewer and a listener, when I sit in spaces and I listen to panels and I hear pause, 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 it's distracting. It takes away from what's being said. And I don't know. I just feel like it's unnecessary. Again, just my opinion. You are grown people who are free to do whatever you want to. We have freedom of speech in the First Amendment. Folks are gonna say what they want to. I don't have a problem with it.
So,
All right.
okay, outside of that, how do you feel when men approach you for your physicality? You have a very beautiful avatar, very alluring, as a matter of fact. And when you're trying to discuss a serious topic and some man joins the panel and you could practically sense his tongue out, how does that make you feel as a serious content creator?
I haven't had any men be disrespectful who's hit my panel. Most of them come up, people will give compliments. I'm never going to turn down a compliment. I appreciate them. But at the same time, I let men be men. I haven't had anybody come up and be downright like disrespectful to me. Right. If
Okay.
that ever happened, I would shut that down. But I think
Okay, that's good.
my very first stream, I had one person try me and I had to block them. But I mean, men are going to do what men do. I'm never going to stop them from that.
Yeah, there's a particular way to navigate around guys that persist on focusing on the physicality as opposed to discussing a topic. And I was just wondering what it feels like to balance that as a channel holder, because as a panelist is different. You can just press exit and go, or stay and cuss them out or not, whatever. But as a channel holder, you being responsible for the live stream existing in the first place. I was wondering if people know how to navigate adversity in this regard. That's all.
I will say most of, if not all, except for one, have come up here and contributed to the conversation. And in fact, I like it when they do that because I feel like I don't see a lot of women's spaces where men will come and have conversation. I feel like a lot of the men don't like to do that because they feel like they're going to get male bashed. But this is a place where, like I said, as long as it's respectful, I let everybody have their voice. That's all I care about. Like, say what you got to say. We'll listen to you. We'll hear you out. As long as it's on topic. If it's off topic, I'll redirect the topic. But I haven't had anybody come up and be so enthralled that they couldn't have the conversation. They come up and they present.
That's beautiful, Candy Cane. That's
I
beautiful.
will say that this environment is very like laid back, where everyone can kind of give their thoughts and opinions, and then not feel like they're going to either be judged or somebody going to come back, even if someone may not understand what they're saying. But it's open enough where it can okay, all right, they're being asked, okay, can you explain further, just to try to get more of an understanding, and it's not just being combative. And because where I don't understand what you're saying, and so I don't like it. And yeah, I hate those type of spaces.
And that's me. I like to say that I'm nosy, so I'm always going to ask a follow-up question if there's something that was said that I don't fully either comprehend or I don't feel like you fully fleshed out. I'm going to ask a follow-up question to try and make sure that what you're saying is exactly what you meant to say.
Yeah, and I'm in the same way like that. Like, I'll ask a follow-up question. Now, some people take follow-up questions as you're kind of pushing against them. And then but then sometimes I do it just to like get a deeper checking for understanding, and just also seeing like, are you going to stay consistent with what you're saying? Like, some people, if you ask them one thing and then they answer you, and then you follow up with sort of the same question, but you may word it a little different, and then you find out that they have changed their whole thought process of what they were saying previously.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are guys that will attempt to throw things off to, in the interest of entertaining themselves, and to be on guard for that is it takes a highly intelligent mind. Not to say that I wouldn't be able to handle it. I just don't want to deal with the randomness. I would like to pick and choose when I deal with randomness. And when one is confined to entertain an entire, or rather conduct an entire live stream, you're locked in. You're locked in. And whomever you would invite to discuss the topic, and they throw it off, especially with something salacious as to, do you know how to cook? Just we're talking about we're talking about politics, and you want to know, do I know how to cook? It's just that kind of thing would just really infuriate me. And shout out to everybody that's a channel holder. You have more patience than God, because I'm not gonna do it.
Well,
I'm not
I'll
gonna
tell
deal
you
with the randomness when I'm in control.
what I would do if I was worried about random people. For one, I can see who I'm letting up. That's why I don't even use the banner right now, because most people who have come up have been authenticated already, so I can see the names. I know who's coming up. The other thing is that if I was worried about random people's opinions, I would do a closed panel. So sending out the StreamYard link to individual people and just
Oh
letting
yeah,
them
to
come
their
up versus
email.
having,
Yeah, I know somebody
yeah,
that does that. That you're not getting on the panel unless they have your email. I know people that do that, but they've eventually changed their mind because it's not the same oomph, as
right.
what they were accustomed to. Some channel holders enjoy the randomness because it stimulates brain activity and how they can juggle and navigate facilitating a group. So I mean, shout out to people that enjoy that. I'm not hating on it, if you can believe it. I just find it not my cup of tea, if that makes sense. It's just I'm multifaceted in many ways, but when it comes to how I govern my time, it does not include facilitating the possibility of random thoughts and expressions and arguments. It just, I know how to facilitate very well. I'm just not interested in doing it.
One of the so
I think it's because I'm old. If I were younger, but because I'm old, I'm like, look, I'm retired. Like whatever.
it could just be not your cup of tea. Not everybody wants to be a channel holder and wants to host panels. Some people just want to put out pre-recorded content. Like if you decide to be a creator in these spaces, you have a lot of different avenues, different ways to go about doing it. um don't ever, I don't want anybody to ever feel locked into a certain way of doing it. We all have our own ways about it. I like the possibility of randomness. I want my channel to grow. I would like to reach more people and have more conversations, because I feel like, especially in these spaces, in these sectors, we become a bit of an echo chamber, and I don't like that. I don't like especially when, like, going in and being on other people's panels or being in other people's chats. Like, I like that people have a difference of opinion. I like that people express their difference in opinions. If we were all just sitting on the panel agreeing with each other all day, it would be a boring ass panel. Nobody would want to sit and listen to that. So that's the thing that I don't get about other content creators who complain about what content people put out. Let these people do them. Who are you to police what I do with my channel, or what content I'm doing? I know, there's a lot of other topics that I could be focused on, but this is what I chose. If you don't want to watch it, you can find somebody else's channel. I'm not going to be hurt by it. I hope that you stay. I want you to stay, but if it's not your cup of tea, I don't want you to feel like, let me change what you're doing so that it can fit what I want. That's why everybody has the ability to have their own channel. And I would encourage anybody out there considering running their own channel to do it. I sat in the chats for a long time. I've been on YouTube for a long time. And it wasn't until last year that I got the inspiration to kind of step outside of it. It started from being in the chats, then I hit a few people's panels, and then I hit a few people more panels. And then, I heard feedback like, you should go ahead and start your own channel. I was like, you know what? Why don't I? It was something that really I hadn't considered, very tough, but once the seed was planted, then I can't go back now. Like, this is something that I enjoy doing. I like having people here, having these conversations, and whatever I'm inspired by to become the content is going to become the content. That's just it.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate hearing the origin of your inspiration. I appreciate the fact that people are aware of you, they embrace you, they look forward to you, your presence everywhere, anywhere, including your own channel. I had no idea that you're not a newbie. You've been exposed to this shenanigans, and you want to dive in and make it flourish. I appreciate hearing that.
Mela, I got a secret. I got another confession. I done a lot of confessions in this stream. I've been it's confession time.
I have my
Another
memory.
confession. So I got a notice from YouTube on my YouTube anniversary. This channel is 18 years old.
Ain't that something?
I could have had a grown child in the time frame that from when I first joined YouTube until today. That was scary. 18 years old. Yeah. But I was a sub that whole time. I was just part, like I said, that's why I call
You
myself
was
a floater.
frolicking around for years.
Absolutely. I'm
And then
here, there,
last year,
everywhere.
hey, let
Yeah.
me go ahead and be a channel holder.
Finally, I'm like, as much as I'm on here, I might as well contribute to the content. Like,
You
that's
could
my
have
thing.
had
If
2
you're,
doctorate degrees.
yeah, yeah. For the time frame that I've
What
had
made
this
you think
channel,
about that?
say that
18
again.
years. And last year was the year you were inspired.
Hmm.
Look,
I
somebody
think
said
last,
you haven't done a panel yet, but I'm thinking about come through. You will love it. We right now in this moment, I promise you, you're not gonna get anything other than a sense of welcomeness and enchantment because we're like, well, I know me, and I'm just gonna hug you through YouTube. Like I love hearing that someone is skeptical about what it takes to participate in a panel. It's like, no, it's not a big deal. It's not. It's not. It's another option in your life to explore. Look at it. Look at it like that. It's just another option to explore and communicating. That's it. It doesn't have to be good. You know why? Because you can leave whenever you want as a panelist. You can press the get off the panel button, whatever they're calling it these days, and just not deal with it. Or come back and do it again. It's wonderful.
and
Get
see,
the link. I want to meet you.
Irby is somebody who does make content. I think he puts out shorts, is what I've seen so far. But I think that, like I was saying, people have different ways they go about creating content or being a contributor. So now he's considering hosting a panel or being on a panel. I think you should do it. You absolutely should try it out at least once. See if it's your vibe. It may not be, but you won't know until you try it. And hello, Next Level. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it.
When I first got on the panel, how long? I guess it was maybe 10 years ago, a decade ago. I was just looking up information and forwarding whatever I liked to a different platform for my future review. And I ran across this person who was commenting on a topic I'm in agreement with, such as nutrition. He was so hilarious. Hilarious. And I found out during that, because you got to keep in mind that the software of YouTube has evolved over time. So at that time, I think it was there's some other kind of way to join a panel. My point is that I found the channel and I couldn't believe that I encountered what's called now a live stream. I'm like, oh, this guy's talking in real time. This is new technology I had never experienced before. So it was fascinating. And then I found out you can type in what's called a chat room. And I didn't know what to type. So I just kept typing hilarious, hilarious. And eventually he invited me to join a panel. He sent the link, whatever that was at the time. And I was like, you mean I can socialize with the people you're talking to right now in real time? It was like, yeah, come on. And there was instructions on how to get on there. I found a way to get on there, and I'm just sitting there, I'm sitting there like a virgin at prom. Like, okay, what do I do now? It was like, just say something, say whatever is on your mind. I said, I was just looking up nutrition, and he's into nutrition. And he invited me to be here. I don't know what to say. And then they started smoothing me out, Candy Cane. And it was like, no, you got to say something. That's when they started getting mean with me, right? No, you got to say something. You can't just be here decorating the panel. It was pseudo intimidating. And I said, well, we can sing some songs. I don't know any of you from a can of paint. There's nothing for me to critique or comment on, but we can sing some songs. And they started laughing at me, right? And it was like, oh, she want to come up here to sing songs. I was like, well, I don't know what to say to you people, but fortunately the channel holder liked me. He liked me. And eventually it worked out. But then, of course, haters come and go on channels, and you eventually get inducted into mean-spiritedness, right? It's your intention to be gentle, considerate, and thoughtful. But eventually you get inducted to mean-spiritedness in these Black YouTube spaces. Eventually. They bring something out of you that forces you to consider whether or not you're going to stick and stay or step back. I didn't step back. And would I do it all over again? I don't know. Because I've said some irreversible things that were very harmful to people. Not necessarily lies, by the way, but it was unnecessarily harmful. And I didn't really want people to be exposed that I was capable of that. But there is a such thing as being defensive. And I don't know why. And I said all this to ask you, Candy Cane, why is it that I was compelled to defend myself with strangers that matter not to me? What is that about my personality? It's like, I don't know these people, but the moment I hear an insult, there I go. And I rev it up and I drive it and it's recorded. And guess what? People mention it later. Like, there was no reason for me to do there was no reason for me to perform some of the antics that I have. And I don't know, as the adult woman that I am today, I don't know what that type of personality is. Like,
some people like to fight. Miss Sherry, I love me some
fighter.
Sherry Berry.
I'm just a natural born fighter.
I think, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of people come on the internet to get out aggressions that they can't get out in their real lives, their everyday lives.
That's
and
true.
So they come over here and they snap box around people virtually.
I'm a sweetheart in person, but yeah, online, I've learned that if you're gonna get it out here.
Right, because it's safer. Like, you can cuss somebody out in Texas, or you can cuss somebody out in California. They're not going to pull up to your door in Chicago versus you going off on somebody in your real life, and then now you have to deal with real life consequences. Like, You know, most things that people do on here is threaten to dox and put your information out there. Once you've been doxxed, then what? Who's going who's going to pull up on me? If you're not pulling up, then what are you doing? So, yeah, people like to come on here and fight. We have a whole beef sector where
Well,
people do, go over there and they slap box each other around and do whatever they got to do.
they call it the
I think
verbal Olympics because that's
verbal
pretty much what
Olympics.
it is. The verbal Olympics. It's like all we doing is talk. You ain't gonna do
Yeah,
nothing. All we
I
doing is
mean,
talk.
until it gets like Vegas, that's the problem. When you start going back and forth with somebody who can reach out and touch you, you might want to slow down. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not
Yeah, I'm not
gonna
interested in
lie.
paperwork. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to do no paperwork. Like, filling out forms about why you killed somebody and all that shit. I'm not interested in that. I'm lazy. I don't like paperwork.
Yeah,
He
I
said
just
that shit is weak. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it. It's like it's not even significant in my life to talk to online people. It matters not because I'm not a content creator. I'm not looking for monetary value or what have you. What I'm trying to figure out why I have an affinity over the span of a decade that I do for people that I actually literally functionally have not ever met. I've not ever met Bomb Cherry. I have not ever met Platinum Elite. I have not ever met Auntie. And many significant others that I'm sure I can remember in my heart. But right now, I'm just saying I have not physically, met anybody, but they have I have an affinity for them. Like, so it would hurt my feelings if something happened to these people. It would hurt my feelings. And I don't know why.
would that be a parasocial relationship?
Parasocial? Oh, that's a word I can look up. Thank you. Because I haven't sought counseling about it because it seems silly. It's like I'm not gonna, go seek counseling about why do I care about these YouTube people? I'm not gonna do that. But there is a word that I want to deep dive, and you just introduced parasocial attachments. Is that what I should type in?
You can type in parasocial attachment or relationship. Yeah, I think if
I
I'm
don't have
not
a
mistaken, I think
relationship
that
with
might,
anybody, but an attachment, like in my
yeah, an
view, an
attachment.
affinity, where like if I hear something bad about the people that I've been introduced to over a decade, no matter what kind of scrounges we've had, insults and just throw down fights verbally we've had, I will always, as best as my mind is capable of holding, their memory, and I want them to be all right. I literally do, and I don't know why. It's like, why
I mean,
should
I don't think there's anything wrong with putting out
why should
positive
I
vibes into the
care?
universe, positive energy towards people. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you have an affinity for these people and you put out positive energy, you want them to be all right, you actually care. What's wrong with that? I think we need a lot more of that in the world, don't you?
But then we don't
It's
talk.
when you want to fight with them that would be concerning. If you just want to wake up, like there's people who wake up every day and just come on here and choose violence and start problems and want to have fights because they like storylines. If
I,
you're a
I
content creator, I could understand wanting to start storylines because from what I understand, it builds channels. If I was to go back and forth and want to be beef with somebody, I probably have over 1,000 subs right now because people want to see the drama. But that's not what I'm wanting to curate for my space. No.
amen to that. I had a vindictive episode today. However, push comes to shove, I want the best for that man. I just had to get my get back. And when you mentioned that it's something about me that's a fighter, that's probably what it is. It's like I'm not gonna let him get away with doing me like that on that panel. I'm gonna catch him the next time and I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. And that's vindictiveness, of course. Nonetheless, I want the best for him and everybody else the same, you know. So
Yeah.
that's kind of weird, you know. It's like I'm gonna cuss you out, but I want the best for you. That's weird.
I think a lot of people have that
That's weird.
that that fighter spirit in them. Especially, I think most people in these spaces have some version of that in them. It's just how much of it you control and how much of it controls you. I truly believe that. And welcome in, King Picks. We were talking about the word pause, but now it's an open topic. We can talk about whatever. Probably not going to stay on much longer. Maybe another 15 minutes or so because I'm starting to get hungry. But yeah, that's where we started. I hope that you can catch the playback and maybe give me some of your insights on what you think was said. But yeah, Mela, I mean, again, I would ask myself, why do you want to argue back and forth with random strangers? That's the thing for me. Like, I don't find joy going into panels and channels and just fighting back and forth with people. Now, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong. I will sit in the chat and watch people fight back
You've
and
been
forth.
watching it for 18 years.
That's my toxic trait right there. I'm gonna watch y'all crash out. Am I gonna participate in it? Absolutely not. So, you do what you want to do, of
I
course,
think
but
as far as introspection goes, as I have dived deep into answering my own question, I would say there was a time I did not believe I could communicate as effectively as I do. There was a time I actually believed that, as I always thought I would be tongue tied in any given situation. Um, those types of things, right? So when people play these gotcha moments and they play back an argument between you and somebody else, and you hear how articulate and gifted in a conversational tactic you are, that's a fist pump. That's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not a stuttering, stupid Sally after all. I actually am an effective communicator and I like it. And so I
all right.
practice it.
So you
But
sharpen your claws here. That's what you're saying. This space has helped to sharpen your claws and make you more effective in a heated argument at communication.
it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That goes for most things in life. Because it is confirmed I'm an effective, compelling, formidable communicator. It's better than have it's better for me to have that than to just watch other people do it. I've developed this over time with many people from around the world. And I want to say out loud right now, I mean no harm, if you can believe it. I'm just practicing. That's it.
May that go from your lips to their ears, whomever it was that you had that interaction with. May it go from your lips to their ears.
Yeah, I've said some foul things to people. Yeah, I went on an apology tour. What, 5 years ago? I went around apologizing because it was so vile. When you catch somebody off guard with some of the atrocious things that I've said, it's just, I put myself in their shoes. It's like that is emotionally damaging. I don't want to go around hurting people, but I don't want anybody to punk me out either. So I turned it up too much, you know. But then people turned it up on me too, accusing me of being inebriated all the time and all this other kind of fake rumor stuff. There's all kinds of fake rumors out there that people start, and sometimes you do have to shut it down by being more than assertive.
Mhm.
And I don't find any fault in defending myself. I find it disappointing that there was a time like 7 years ago, it was fun to make fun of people. I don't like to make fun of people. I really don't. but about 7 years ago, I made that a habit. 10 to 7 years ago, I made that a serious habit. And I went on an apology tour because I was making fun of people. It's like, that's not cool to go around making fun of people.
There's nothing
Um,
wrong with apologizing when you make a mistake. When you don't like your behavior,
I
if it's
was
something
making
you're
fun of
embarrassed
people,
by,
Candy Cane. Like,
nothing wrong with apologizing. But as long as the apology is meant, which means to me, you don't repeat the behavior.
I
I'm
was in the
somebody
public.
I am somebody who doesn't believe in apologizing very often. And the reason I say that I don't believe in apologizing like that is because I feel like a lot of times it's disingenuous or disingenuous. If I said it, I meant it. If I did it, I meant it in most cases. Now, if it's something that I did or said that I wasn't aware of that you took a certain way, then I probably would issue an apology because I was unaware. But if it came out of my mouth, I'm not somebody who doesn't think about what I say. I'm not a fly off, like I don't just spew words and word vomit. Everything that I say, I think about. So if I said it, I meant that shit from my shundo. I'm not apologizing.
Well, I apologize because I was accusing somebody of being in diapers and all kinds of crazy stuff. And, I don't know. I have no idea what their reality is. I was just trying to get them off my back. I took whatever information that they had revealed about themselves and I pieced some stuff together and I just made an entire stand-up comedy show about it. And it was
Cool.
it
You know
was
what?
terrible. It was terrible. And you know, it was in retaliation to some slick comment toward me. And I'm the type of person, if you come at me with a flat swatter, I got a hammer waiting for you. I'm just a fighter, as you have mentioned. And,
Mhm.
that, as it turns out, I actually like that woman. I actually I admire her. I admire her fortitude. I admire her resilience, but it was just a matter of time before her and I clashed over some sarcastic remark. She made a sarcastic remark, and I turned it into a stand-up comedy show. And it was cruel. And I apologize for it. I don't even know where it came from. Maybe I was drinking that day. I don't know, but I said some cruel shit, baby. Cruel.
Well,
And
now you know that is an
now
aspect of
I
you.
don't want to do that any longer. But I have to be ready for if somebody does it to me, Candy Cane.
Yeah.
At least I know I have the fortitude in the event somebody does that to me. It's like, oh, you want to play? Well, let's get it.
So then let me
Let's
ask you,
play.
I have a question for you regarding that. Now,
Mhm.
you've had other people who have like tried to trigger you or said things to you. Do you accept their apologies when they come back to you if they've ever offered you an apology?
Sure, I do. I don't. It's not up to me to believe it. It's in their heart to say it. And who am I to deny what they have to say? It would be further cruel for me to say, you didn't mean that, B. You didn't, like, who you think you talking to? You swallow your no. In the event that someone apologizes to me, I'm gonna say thank you and leave it there, because I've learned thus far that Alicia said it. Alicia said it. At least you respect me enough to tell me what's on your mind that's not insulting me. Like, after all this time that you've insulted me, you decided to take this time in history to not insult me. Thank you. It's different. I appreciate it. And that's the way I look at an apology. That's different. Thank you. Because I'm accustomed. You know what I'm saying? That's different. It's like they wouldn't apologize if it wasn't some sorrow. Not sorrow, some if I had it to do over again, or rather, I guess I did too much. You know, if it wasn't some reflection going on, they wouldn't.
Maybe.
Yeah. You know,
Maybe
some people
not though.
that just want to apologize just to be apologized, and you can pick up on that too.
Yeah.
And you hear the difference. You can hear the difference between somebody that is beating themselves up. They're beating themselves up about it versus somebody's like, well, let me go ahead and put it on the record that I apologize. You know, you can hear the difference. You can hear the difference.
See, the difference
No.
for me is an apology without changed behavior is just empty words. I don't do well with empty words. So I will accept an apology. I'll give you the opportunity to show me that you meant it. But once I see that the pattern of behavior hasn't changed, then yeah, what are we doing?
People don't usually mean their apology because that's my humble thought. When it comes to my behavior, I could say, for instance, today, I'm tired of YouTube. I can't take this anymore. I'm gone. I'm gone. Where am I next week or tomorrow? You know, back on YouTube. So a lot of people don't mean what they say, but at least they said it.
Yeah.
At least they said it. You know, it's if I had a nickel for every time people wanted us to take them seriously, wow, so much wealth to be had. You know, it's like, are we really that in tune with sincerity amongst one another? Or are we just talking? We're just talking. I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but we're just talking. There are so many people that swear to themselves, I can't stand this person, or I'm leaving YouTube, I'm going to another sector. But they creep themselves right back into the clouds and listen, or they join the panel of who they declared was their enemy. These are human beings we're talking about that are just talking.
That's why I don't take a lot serious. Like when people get to going,
You
they are
can't,
giving opinions. They're
right?
running their mouths like they don't know. You don't know me personally. Like,
But it's
so I don't.
entertainment. In the
Yeah.
meantime, it's entertainment.
I do want to play. I have, okay, so I want to say thank you for the Cash App donation. I appreciate you very much. I do have a money song that was created by DJ Witch Doctor for me, and I want to play that for you all right now. And then when I come back, we're going to get final thoughts and get out of here because my stomach and my back are clapping. Hold on one second here. Okay, money song, money song. Where are you, money song?
That's what's up. They made you a song.
Yes, DJ Witch Doctor is a very gifted creator. And here we go.
Hey, that's
Yes.
delicious. I like
Yes.
it. All those
He's very
celebrity
good.
faces and the message and the beat is very captivating. I like it.
Yes. So I appreciate him for that. You should check out his channel. The next time that he goes live on Not for Humans or the DJ Witch Doctor channel. I want to thank everybody who came through tonight. We had Conceited up here. We had, who else came up? Zero came up. Naira came up. Thank you for coming up, Mela. Do you have final thoughts?
Take care of yourself and each other. Happy Saturday. And I hope to speak with everyone sooner than later.
Absolutely.
The topic is pertinent. Please review the stream, and remember to support the channel.
Thank you, Mela. I appreciate that.
Good night.
Good night. So, for everyone else out there, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you're still here with me, if you catch this on the playback, please give us a like, drop a comment, give me your opinion, whether you agreed or disagreed with the topic. If I was off base or on base, I would like to hear it. And I say a lot, I'm gonna work on that. But I just want to say, y'all be safe. It's a lot of things happening right now in the world, a lot of really sad, depressing, disappointing things. And I don't want to be a fear monger. So I'm just going to say, you be safe, gear up with whatever you think that means, and have a happy rest of your Saturday. I might catch you out here in these YouTube streets. I don't know. But I hope you have a good evening. Stay tuned for my outro. I love you. Bye.